Okay, we are live. You still there? Big time. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Miss TR, the link is in the chat. If you want to come up. What you call? Some guy grabbed the link. I just put the link in there. Simply A and Miss TR. Hello, how you doing? Be the difference. Totaled it out. He left his car in my yard and took out. I know it. Well, that's what we was watching before it went live. Yeah. Hey Teeter, how you doing? Hey, NYW. How are you? Simply you coming up. I guess Miss TR is gone. Yeah, that one honey is not finna. It's not finna show up at no subway to fight. Yeah, I'm good. My car, it was parked when it got hit. Okay. Yeah, it was parked, and I normally have it in the. Well, I usually keep my Mustang in the garage because it's got a convertible top. Um, and I just instead of parking it in the back where my garage is, I just parked it in the front, and that was the end of that. I mean, he just came plowing down the road. I didn't even hear. Neighbors came knocking on my door, and then I was wondering, hey, Miss TR, you can grab the link. It's in the chat. Was the fool drunk? Yeah, I think he was drunk because I seen a 40-ounce can of beer in his car, and then there was an older lady with him. Both of them took out running. I was like, what the heck? So yeah.
Hey.
Hello, how you doing?
I was starting down some food. I have like all these wires. Let me fix this. I think it's okay. I was to like take out like sugar and stuff out of my braces. That's a real struggle. I have you like sitting on 3 boxes. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. Okay. I think it's better. Okay.
You did a good live today.
How are you?
I was asleep. I'm still not feeling good. I think I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow.
Still not feeling better?
No, it's actually got worse.
Ooh. Do you have the flu?
I'm gonna do the smart thing called EMTs during the day tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't want to play around with that. You don't know. Do you know what is it? Like, is it the flu?
No, it's just like I can feel like a knot or something in my stomach. It's like it's right above where my thigh is. My thigh connects actually to the pelvic area. It starts right there. Somebody has to help me sit up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, Dalvin. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. I hope you feel better, Miss B.
Thank you, hon. Thank you.
I should take a picture of what I have going on right now. This is hilarious. I have 3 boxes that I have to ship out, but I have my MacBook on top, you guys. I ate 2 baked potatoes with a lot of pepper. I was like, 8:56. 1 more potato. And now I'm leaning to the side, but I'm scared to touch it. If I touch it, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna stay right. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you feel better. You gotta make sure you know, because you never, you don't want to mess around with your health.
Exactly.
I
keep playing with it.
I was looking. I'm trying to find March. You're going to talk with me. I'm trying to find March or Love Blake. If you don't see Love Blake, let me know.
Okay. I think oh Jesus, please don't fall.
You got Shay's number?
Huh?
You got Shay's number? She might get mod if she at work, but she can't actually be active, but she can mod.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Since Munch came in, but I was looking for.
Diving for Deb.
Where's Miss Tiara?
She was in the chat, but I couldn't get her to respond every time I asked.
Tracy. Miss TR did a really good live earlier. You guys missed it. It was really nice.
I went back and watched the replay. It was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
And then the one she's gonna have today is gonna be good.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to take my phone, my charger. That's it. When I go to the ER.
Yeah, take all of that because you don't know how long you're gonna be there. Well, but I'm telling you, it's good to check it out because you don't want to mess around. I mean, a good friend of mine's, her brother.
But one thing about it with my medical history, and I come in by ER, they usually start working on me as soon as I get there.
Oh.
Let me.
I'm probably dehydrated too.
Okay.
Miss TR, that a link. Okay. Well, I couldn't find them. Munch was in here earlier, and then she left. I thought I had hang out. Okay.
Let me text Shay right quick.
Huh?
Let me text Shay right quick.
Okay. Usually I can just Munch.
I'm looking down, you guys, because I have my iPad down here too, and the chat is slower through StreamYard. So I'm in the chat down here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was tearing those potatoes up. They were so good. Hey, NYW, how are you?
I'm here. I'll march for you. Give me a wrench. Oh, let me see if, because I don't think I can give you a wrench from StreamYard.
Oh no, you can't. It has to be from YouTube. If you have another device and you get it on YouTube, then you can monitor it.
From YouTube.
Hey, Simply.
Okay.
Okay, I text her, just waiting for a reply.
What happened to? Oh, something happened to your car, Teacup?
What happened to what?
Simply A says, so your insurance is going to pay for a new car, Teacup?
Oh.
That reminds me. I get
my yard in front of my house.
Wait, say that again?
She called me, she said she's on the way.
Yep.
What happened?
Oh, I said some guy slammed into the back of it while it was parked in front of my house.
Lord have mercy. That happened a couple years ago. My daughter was parked in front of the house and butthole. He had his grandmother in the car. He hit 3 cars and panicked. Hit my daughter's car, smashed the entire back end. Jumped on the sidewalk to get around and run.
Wow.
And I live in the suburban area. Can you believe that they didn't at the time, the cameras wasn't working? And at that time I didn't have Ring. So, yep.
I know. That's why it's here. It's like this here where I am. Yeah, so it's right where I am. Sometimes if you call for a police or something, sometimes it's forever.
I got kicked off. I got kicked off.
Hey, Miss Dion.
Hey.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Relaxing.
Yeah, I had taken a nap.
Oh.
And then I went on T-Cop's page and hit the reminder to make sure that I was tuned in. And then I heard it chime in because I got the earpiece in my ear. And then I was like, okay, my eyes. That's when I typed in, I'm here, to let everybody know that I'm here.
Yeah.
And I have my great grandson over here. Yeah, what's that noise? I hear a fan or something.
Yeah, Simply.
And it's feedback.
Is it mine?
It probably is, yeah. Look to see if you got a window open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a like another screen up. Only have your
Yeah.
Somebody has another window open. It's not me. It's on my phone.
She was married to Irving Gates' son.
No, somebody's listening to another channel.
Because Walter Toran didn't go in there and sit in the family. He sit out there in the hallway. Well, he took the bath and he put and said, that man sit where he wants to sit.
That's not me.
If you want to know,
I don't know, but it's a good combo.
hold on, guys. My mom on the phone.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know that's not what.
Sitting up there laughing, and this
Hold on, you was on the phone.
Oh, well, I get off the phone. Bye.
Who was it? You, D-Cop? Was it you?
No,
that was Miss D. She was talking to her mother.
Who was it?
That was Miss D Town.
That was my mother.
Her mom. She was on the phone. I can't remember. Well, that can't be late.
Now I can figure out how to get back up here.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, is it moving when I talk? Can y'all hear
All
me?
right.
Yeah, I could hear you. I could hear everybody.
You're hearing me from the chat.
I'm hearing you from the stream, inside stream.
Yeah, I'm looking down at.
Take me out right here.
For me to see the chat down in my iPad.
All right. Well,
She said take her out. Maybe she can mod
take her
for
out.
you. That's what she said.
Is that what she said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
Hey,
like
New Wave. How you doing? I didn't see you. Huh?
See my new wig?
Miss TR could be a killer. She could kill her and get away with it because she looks totally different, right? You gotta do a double, Miss TR. You look.
Yep, I have a new wig on.
You're very ambiguous. You look like yesterday, the other day with the other wig. It was like the grated pepper look. I was like, who is this Spanish lady? All kinds of vibes.
B-Town.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Apparently she doesn't want to come on. Maybe she'll
come back in.
I think she was on the phone.
Oh. You gonna wake me? Well, it popped up again in the back.
Okay. Oh, Tita said she loves your color. The color of your wig, Miss TR.
Thank you.
And what?
All right,
wig.
It's we got Miss Nadia here to interview and talk about her business.
Yeah,
her soaps and products. So we're just letting Nadia tell us, for people that don't know, about her products and her business, and then we'll have questions after. If y'all have questions after that, we can give us some questions.
Okay.
So
well, my name is Nadia. I think all of you guys know that already. And I'm the owner of Sincerely Yours NADIA. It's a business that I started. I've always soaped as a child. It's in my family. And I started professionally. Well, I like to say about 16 years, but really when I gave birth to my son, we have like severe eczema. We have severe eczema. So when I gave birth to him, he was born with like cracked, the back of his ears was already bleeding. He already came out with severe, like drying cracked skin, completely dry. Like once they washed him and everything, he was bleeding. So, the one bar that I absolutely loved, I just learned to tweak it into my own because my grandmother would soap with lard, fats, things like that, animal fats, which is still, I'm not gonna lie, it makes a very good bar of soap, but I don't use animal products, right? So in 2020, here we are learning how to soap with other ingredients, more natural, environmentally friendly, things like that, right? So I created the oatmeal milk and honey bar, and I used avocado infused honey. And in that bar, I added more tea tree oil, more avocado infused honey. My grandmother's bar wasn't a bar like that. So that bar was soothing, and it really helped my son. And that took it all. That it took off from there, because what I started doing was I would sell those bars to other coworkers. I would sell those bars to other coworkers. That original bar was made with buttermilk, and it's a cold process. So cold process soaps, Miss TR. So that's how I would make that. Then I would do an oven processed bar, but it's nothing like the cold process, a regular solid cold process bar. And that's how I started. So it was from that bar to the lemongrass bar to my peppermint bar. And I kept my original recipe, what my family would do. And I just tweaked and, changed it to what I like now. So the oils I like to use and things like that. And I was like solely a soaper, just a soaper. And along the way, I started getting into body butters and things like that. I was approached by Whole Foods. And at the time, I was intimidated. I was extremely intimidated. I think we'll get into that, right? You just want to know how I started. You want me to tell you a little bit about it?
Yes, that's good. That's good.
Well,
yes, that's good.
Okay.
My question is, being that we're Whole Foods, how did Whole Foods find out about you to proposition you?
Okay. So I had a very good friend of mine that I went to school with, and he knew that I made soaps and things like that. So at that time, he was a buying agent for Whole Foods. So I did know someone in Whole Foods. But he can only get me to the table, so to speak, right? He couldn't word things for me. He couldn't get me completely in the door. And I was intimidated. It was a mega business, right? I had no background, so to speak, in business as far as small scale. Yeah, I did wholesaling, and I still do wholesaling, and I know how to work that area. But I didn't know, what do I do when I sit here at this table and try to talk to these people about getting into Whole Foods? How strong am I? How confident am I in my production? And remember, I'm a one-woman show. So it was a gift to gab, absolutely, because I am from Paterson, New Jersey. And I had to be confident and just trust the process. One thing led into the other, and God has blessed me. And I was able to ink a deal with Whole Foods in Ridgewood, Whole Foods in Montclair, Whole Foods in West Orange, Whole Foods in Route 17 down in Saddle River, all the way down to Marlboro. But here's the thing. So when you are a vendor, that's what they're called, a vendor for Whole Foods. The great thing about it is that the notoriety name, you get to tag your name to Whole Foods. My products are in Whole Foods, right? You get to do that, and that's all fine and dandy. But then you have to remember that you have to keep up production, and you also have to be able to demo your product inside the store. You literally have to go to every store that my product was in. I had to demo. I didn't have to demo myself. I could pay someone to do that. But I struggle, and I still do. That's why I work alone. I struggle with delegating. I'm unable to do that. That is, if I can be very honest, it's hard. I cannot do it. So I would literally go to demo in each and every one of these stores. I would do it weekly. I would drive to every single store. I would sit in the middle of the store and demo my own product. And it began. It was a lot. It was very overwhelming. It was a lot. This is no slight to Whole Foods. I still am a vendor for them. I pulled my own product back. And here's the reason why. For the amount I learned business from them, they taught me a major lesson. To vend with them, to vend with them, become a vendor with them, they will mark your product up so high to a point where I lost a lot of customers. They would say, why is the product this amount? I made an exclusive scent of pomades for Whole Foods, shampoo bars for Whole Foods. It was grapefruit, lemongrass mixed with lavender. I did an exclusive demo and merchandise. You need a crew for that. Yeah, but so I would sell this bar, and it was specific, had to be a 4-ounce bar, and the bar was 4 ounce, and they sold it for $16 per bar. So when you go on my website and you see the amount I'm selling it for, not specifically that scent because I was contracted to do that specific scent for them. But when you go and you look at my oatmeal bar and you go and look at another bar, plain lemongrass bar, you've seen the prices. So I would get a lot of email. Why is this product so much more cheaper here? It's a different scent, but why is it so much in Whole Foods? What's wrong with your site? What's wrong with your product? You know what I mean? And to get a solid backing of people to go into the store and purchase that I know. It was like, Nadia, you've never sold your product for that amount. Like, that's crazy. Why is it so much? And I couldn't tell them behind the scenes what it was with Whole Foods that I was, doing the sell for the wholesaling and everything. They gave me the opportunity and I was grateful for it, but I learned a big lesson. And I could sit back and think about it. I've talked to Whole Foods. That was a great deal, to be in. I also had a great conversation with Walmart, but there's back doors, there's conversations that, as a small business, you need to look at. They wanted to know if I was able to produce 1 million products at a time. I'm not able to, right? So they said, okay, we'll fund you. We will finance the machines that you need to do this. And then you will pay X amount on top of what because you're gonna owe us for putting the product on our shelf. Plus we, for the things that I'm using, financing from them. So that was a conversation I was grateful for having, but it taught me something. And I said, no, you know what, Nadia? And I think it was God speaking to me. Pull back. I'm growing. I thank God for the growth, but I don't want to grow that fast. If that makes sense to anybody out there, I want to grow at a pace I can handle, especially with my drawbacks, which is delegating. I can't do, not the can't is a bad word, but I am so passionate about what I do. I am 1000% head in when it comes to my business, when it comes to my products, when it comes to my labels, when it comes to colors, fonts, when it comes to shipping, when it comes to just creating, just shaping, all of that. And I can't, my daughter, and I'm like over her shoulder. So I could never, So I like doing my business. Right. There you go, Joy. Because my family even was like, Nadia, like, go, do it. My whole family was excited. And I had to say, no, I have to back up. I feel like I'm drowning. It's overwhelming. So I online, my business online has been amazing. I love it. I wouldn't change anything about it.
So how do you market yourself?
So I use Google. I pay for ads. Especially through Facebook. Facebook promotion has been the best for me. Yeah. So I think as a business, you have to see what works for you. Some people, you know, it might be Instagram. Instagram isn't huge for me. I move things, you know, that way, but it's not that. It's Facebook is it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just self-promote.
Somebody had a question.
Mm-hmm.
That somebody asked about did you have something for? Let me see. What was that? What was that? Somebody had a question. Let me see if I can find it.
I think it was Joy. She says, "Do you have anything for dry skin that is sensitive to body butter?"
I was just about to ask that question.
Yes, that's most of my
face is so dry.
online is great for sensitive skin. When people say, okay, so here's the thing: when people say natural, this is a natural product, right? This is all natural. This is vegan. This is organic. You have to read in between the lines a lot of times because they're not saying what's really not being said. So you go ahead, you smell this Versace scent, right? Now you know that's not natural. You know that's not natural. That's a perfume. That's a cologne. That's a alcohol based fragrance, things like that. You know what I mean? So reading the ingredients is great, and also even in moderation with essential oils, you have to be careful with the amount that you put in things, how you dilute it. So when you're sensitive, you want to make sure that the fragrances are cut directly to essential oils. Yeah. So I do. And NYW says, I respect the fact that you still make it available for everyone else and not outprice it. Whole Foods is very expensive and literally going down the street and get the same price. Right. Okay, so I'll tell you this because I really don't. This isn't a bashing of Whole Foods because I'm still a vendor. I'm still an active vendor for them. I just pulled all the products, like whatever I sold in there. I didn't go back to restock. And here's
So
why.
you sold what was in inventory, and then when it was gone, it was gone.
Right. Because I just didn't go back to do it because I just started thinking. First of all, they're not doing so great right now, if you notice. And then two, Whole Foods is now demanding that if you are a vendor for them, you must pay. You must pay to not only you're going to have your products on their shelf, so you know that you're going in there with just the goal, the mindset of I need to use them for the name. If I attach myself to them, it's better, right? If I say my name is Nadia of Sincerely Yours Nadia A, and I have product in Whole Foods, then you go, oh, I want to hear more. But guess what? You have to know your demographic, and that's not my people. That's not my people. My family was upset with me because they saw the opportunity just for growth, and I get that. But when my people are my people know me. They can reach out to me. You know what I mean? Like they know the prices, they know the quality. I don't change things. I follow a lot of huge bath and body makers, and I like to watch. Not that I like. I'm big on following them. Not so to speak like I'm doing what they're doing, but I love to watch. And
now what about Nadia? What about the small like boutique stores? Do you sell in boutique stores too?
Yes, I wholesale for them. Absolutely, yeah.
Especially with it being natural, like the African oils and stuff like that stores.
Yeah, absolutely. Sincerely yours, I have to admit my jaw shook. I think because I haven't eaten much, scared to eat. Sorry, I told Joy, I told you to take something. I said to eat. When I ate those potatoes, girl, you ate something. Yeah, but you have to know your demographic, and it was a hard pill to swallow. But that's not my demographic. That's not my demographic. Whole Foods now demands that if you are vending for them, you put your items on the shelves and things like that. That's fine and dandy. But now you must pay them to demo. Demo means, you know, they have your product on a shelf, but you must go in there. You must go in there twice a month. And you must either you or you pay somebody, but somebody needs to go in and grab items, give samples out of. So when you go into Whole Foods and you see someone and they're like, hey, do you want to try this freshwater taffy? And they're in the aisle. 9 times out of 10, it might not be the owner. It might be a person who gets paid to demo. That's good for anybody out there without a job that's looking for something. There's a lot of people, small business owners, who are in Whole Foods that need someone to go out and demo for them. They tell you about their products and things like that. You go out and you speak on it inside the store. I couldn't delegate that. No one can speak about my products as passionately as I can. So I like to sit and do it myself. But the fact that they can tell me now I must pay even to do that, when you're already going from, I'm wholesaling a bar for $4 to you per bar, and you're selling it between $16 and $17 a bar.
That's a big difference when they go online and see that your price is much less.
Exactly.
That can cause a big issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And trust issues too. Trust issues with Whole Foods. If I knew that's what they were doing, I'd be like, they're cheating the consumer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why are you doing that? I might as well. And then plus your product has your website on it. That's why when you buy stuff today, you'll see on the back their website.
Right. Now
when you go on their website.
1 second. NYW says it's a wait, this went away.
Oh, did it? Let me see.
I see it. NYW says it's a win-win either way. You have access to still put. Do you still have access to put? Yes, I am an active vendor. Yep. Still put your product on the shelf. I'm glad I can get it cheaper. To be honest, I wouldn't have. Okay, so let me just say that to you. It's a win-win, but at some point, is it really a win-win for you? Because you drain yourself. Trying to make sure you can spread thin enough to go to all these stores that you ran into, right? And that you're trying to demo to each place. Now, is it a win-win when the demographic, who are you as a seller, as the product maker? Who's buying your product? First, you have to find out who's your base. My base is a health conscious base, absolutely, right? But they're also price driven. So it has to make sense to them. They're not so health conscious to the point where they're going to buy a $17 soap bar. That's not my person. That's not, if it was, then hey, so be it. But that's not it. And in my heart of hearts, it doesn't cost me $17 a bar to make my product. I would never do that. I couldn't sleep at night doing that. And you better believe I'm a businesswoman at heart. You better believe I'm all about my business. But one thing I will not do is I won't go to sleep knowing that I've charged somebody damn near $20 for one bar of soap. So what works for me is honesty, a pure and basic product, ingredients friendly that you can read it, you can understand it, right? Simple packaging, connecting, and just really educating my buyer. Who's my buyer? I'd rather you be an educated customer, right? Opposed to just you see a flashy label, you want to buy it today. You might not come back tomorrow because you don't understand the importance of what I put inside this package, this thing, right? So it's worked for me so far. I do not want to break from that. If it's one thing I could do differently, I wish I could learn to delegate. I really do. I've been up really late at times where it gets unhealthy, where I'm really driven. And I've had a cousin call and she's like, how are you doing, Nadia? I'm coming over. I'm like, no. I have it. And she's like, no, let me help you. I'm like, I got it. And I do fairs every now and then. And I do, I'm always not anymore, but I used to be at St. Joe's all the time, Miss PR. I used to be at St. Joe's Hospital all the time to do
Really?
yeah, to do fairs. Whenever they have things downstairs, that was in front and center. But I know it's hard though. It's very hard, and I think I get it from drive. You know that drive. I have to make sure it's right. If it's not right, I need to make it right. You know, I try really hard. You know, some people probably look at my stars and things like that on my reviews, and they're like, "It's no way in hell." But it really is. You know why? Because I go out of my way to make sure everyone's not going to be super happy. But when it comes to my product, I want you to leave happy. I want you to, you know, even if it's something you're like, I don't know if I like that, at least you can say you received it quick. It came the way it was supposed to come. You know what I mean? That thing that matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
And simply says, will you ever expand and have others bend for you? One day. One day.
So you tell me, Nadia, you don't want to expand?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But in order to grow, you're going to have to let others in, right?
Here's the thing. The majority of consumers today is online. It's based online businesses, right? So thank God for me that works out for me because I do it all online. So it's working for me. It's hard to let go and delegate. Not that I'm scared like someone will you know, it's not like a fear of someone taking over my business or something. I put a lot of love in what I do. Like when you receive those packages and you see those bows, I wrap the bow. You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure things are the way it's supposed to be. Maybe that's the only child syndrome I have. I don't know.
No, it's like that's your brand and you don't want anybody messing it up.
That's it. Be the difference says let go. LOL. And NYW says versus if you eat organic foods, it costs more to eat junk and refined foods. King diseases, they call it. Be the difference says let go, trust, #humanity. Story. Hey Shay. Hey, lovely.
Nadia, have you paid for your name?
Did you ask me, did I pay for my name?
You're an LLC, right? You're an LLC, correct?
My name is registered, is trademarked. My logo is trademarked.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't get into any major stores without it.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted. That's something you can't. Yeah, you have to have it together. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who else is here with you? Okay. Be the difference to buy your domain.
Let me get the link. Let me do the link.
Buy a website.
Somebody would definitely want to get that idea.
Huh?
I said somebody would definitely want that idea.
Oh, for my name.
Yeah, yep.
Oh no, they couldn't take my name, Miss B. I have a half brother.
I know that's right.
Yeah, my brother he designed my logo, and it's licensed, and then trademarked.
Yeah, once the trademark and the LLC is locked in, that's it. Nobody could touch it. Yeah. If they want to, they have to buy it from her.
Yeah.
They would have to buy it from her. That's the only way they could have it.
Oh,
they
my God. Yeah. You know what's so funny? I did look at NADIA, but it's already taken. It's like an Indian, it's like an online Indian It's like a boutique. Someone named Nadia. It's Nadia.com. I was like, I'm going to get Nadia.com, but no. Yeah. Hey, Percat. Yes. Yep. My bars can be used as shampoo bars. Absolutely. They're paraben sulfate free, so you can use them. You can use them. The best ones are with the charcoal.
Now, the charcoal is for what purpose? What does it help in as far as health?
Charcoal is good for detoxing, pulling out impurities. So that's really good.
Okay.
Also good when toning your skin, you use it in a cream.
Oh, okay. So what would you use to detox your armpits?
What would you use for your armpits?
To detox the armpits.
You know, Himalayan salt is good for detoxing your armpits. You know, it pulls out impurities too. And then it balances out your hormones. So you can use like a good arrowroot powder, a good pure coconut oil base.
Well, that's that right there you can make your own deodorant with. And there's a clay that I can't think of right now that I use to detox. Indian clay.
Red clay?
No.
Indian clay. Only Indian clay I can think of is red clay. Or
okay. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That one is really good. Kaolin clay.
Oh, what is going on?
That's good, but there's another clay that I can't think of right now. All the time, I have it in the house all the time. And you detox your armpits.
Wow.
And then you make your own, because we make your own deodorant.
Yeah.
And for women,
deodorant,
it's good to.
I make it for myself.
Right. To detox your armpits.
Yeah, that salt is good. I think I saw, you know who I saw do that? She took a whole rock, Erykah Badu. And she had the whole rock, a big rock of salt underneath her armpit. She says she does that twice a day. And she just holds it underneath. I don't know how long it takes to I don't know how long it takes to detox your armpits, Joy. I don't know. That's a good question.
I have to look it up because I talk about it in my other videos. And for whatever reason, it's slipping me right now.
Yeah.
It's a clay. You could drink it as well as you can receive it internally as well as externally. And women should detox their armpits and not use the deodorant on the shelf. It's crystal deodorant.
Right.
You could use the arrowroot and coconut to help you. And then you can also, you know what else I use, believe it or not? Desitin, baby's diaper rash.
Wow.
Well, you need a little bit and rub it in the skin. You know how it helps with diaper rash and it keeps them dry.
Is that has the zinc inside of it?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you just take a little bit and you rub it in. So you get a jar of Desitin, it'll last forever. The Desitin will last forever, and it helps when you rub it in your armpit, and it keeps you dry and you don't smell.
Okay.
See, the deodorants on the shelf is made.
Going tonight.
Excuse me.
I'm feeling that hair you got going. I like that.
I said that Miss TR could be a killer because she looked like something. The next day she could be somebody else and get away with it.
Wow.
Yes, your hair. Well, when you go to my channel and you see me and Nadia talking, you'll get to see how it really looks. Right now, I'm just laying here. My great grandson is right here next to me, being a pain in the butt. So you might see me look
like though.
Excuse
me? What
does
that clay taste like in tea?
Wait a minute. Is my daughter... Wait a second.
You should be able to Google it.
Yeah, right? I'm going to Google it when we're done. But I was thinking maybe she had it before. Because she was talking about the clay.
Oh, yeah. Who was it? Somebody was talking about it
Okay,
today.
I got the name of it. I got the name of it. It's called bentonite clay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called what?
Yeah, Percat put it in the chat.
Yeah, bentonite clay. That's what it is. I just asked my
Oh,
daughter.
okay.
Yeah, Miss TR,
Yeah,
that's like Beyonce's mother, right?
yeah, and you put it. You mix it with water. You cannot have any metal.
Mm-hmm.
You can use plastic or glass. And
Okay.
you mix it and you put it a paste underneath your arm. Let it sit for a little bit and then you wash it off. And you do that about twice a day or when you shower.
Yeah.
And it detox to the point where it sucks out all the poisons. And that's
Oh,
good because
wow.
you're
Yeah.
cleaning your lymph nodes. And that's good if you're
Mm-hmm.
able to clean your lymph nodes.
Right.
And then you
And
can use the
it
deodorant
can
because
cause cancer.
the deodorant has aluminum in it, and
Yes, Dane.
all deodorant, yeah, and it's dangerous. Those metals in your
Yeah.
system. But if you use bentonite clay to detox, you can also use bentonite clay, mix it with some coconut oil and some arrowroot, and just mix it up
I
and
love
make a
our.
paste and make a little paste out, or put it in your fingers and take it and rub it underneath your arms.
Yeah, that's
And you can
like
also
the strongest. The person that perspires the worst. That's a good mix.
right. And one thing is that we like to not feel wet at all, but to
Mhm.
perspire, it helps cleanse your
Yep.
lymphatic system out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you clog your lymphatic systems, all those poisons stay in. So
Right.
if you're able to detox, that is great. But yes,
Right.
I've used the crystal, and I like the crystal rock. You
That's
run it underneath the
that's
water.
yeah. Erica Badu
You
was
run
doing
under the
that.
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
you run it under the water and you wipe it. Or you could take the Desitin and you just put a little bit on your fingers
You learned
and you
something
massage it underneath your
this
arm.
makes sense because the zinc is in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Wow.
it helps babies' bottoms where they stay dry
Right.
and everything. And yeah, and
No joke.
it'll last all the
I
way
make
to
it for
it
myself.
lasts.
I don't sell that. I don't sell it. Yeah. She asked why I didn't venture into deodorant. Yeah, no.
Hey,
No, I have like a
Nadia,
line of
did you see Percat? Did,
Percat.
did you see Percat's
I
can
read
be used as
Midnight
shampoo
Call.
bar?
Yes. Yep. I told her. I said that you can use
Oh,
it.
you read that one? Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Well, when I get mine, I'm gonna order mine, and when I get it, I'm gonna do a box opening.
yeah. Any reason why? Right now I have 72 products, and that's a lot for me. That's a lot to keep, you know. So
Yeah.
and I switch out for seasons and things like that. But deodorant is something that I always give that recipe out. I always give that recipe. I have a good recipe for it. I make it for myself, my family. We keep it in the fridge because I don't use any preservatives in it. You can use, there's tea tree in there, but tea tree is not a stable enough. It's not gonna preserve anything if water would.
Right. It's not a preservative, but
So,
it's
yeah,
a
people say, "Oh,
bacterial fighter.
you would," in order for me to sell. And here's a good reason why. Now that I'm talking more about it, here's the reason why I will not get into that. Because the deodorant, just say like you get out of the shower and you go to put it on your skin, right? The type of deodorant I would make would not be a hard bar. It would be a dip in a jar. Now you get out of the tub, the shower, whatever, and you go to dip your fingers in, and let's say your hands are a little wet, you have a little water on your hands. You go to dip and you put it underneath your arms, you close the cap. There's not enough preservative, a natural preservative in there that would stop it from growing mold. Right? The only way I would be able to do that is if I actually use the chemical. So I stay away from it. I stay away from it. Yeah. So, you know, vitamin E is good, but it's still a fragile preservative.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's a fragile preservative. That's why I forgot who it was, or where was I? Who was live that I jumped on your live, and it was someone that was talking about she was getting, or she soaked already, but she's making her conditioner with avocado, fresh avocado. Anybody?
Well, we went. I was in there too, but I can't remember who it was.
I forgot, but I was saying, that's why I kept saying, I repeated to her, like, you're going to use fresh avocado inside, because all I could think is lawsuit. You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking to myself, like, you have to be careful, because with that mold, you can't mess around with mold. And there's no way for me to guarantee. I could tell you, hey, don't put water in this jar. You might get water in the jar. You get out of the shower, it's on the counter, you know what I mean? So you have to be careful with that. When you see a lot of products on shelves that have to come in contact with water, you better believe it's a strong enough chemical in there to make sure that there's no mold that's going to grow, any spores, anything like that. So you got to be careful. So I can give you the recipe. I said I actually ran out of arrowroot, and I promised Asia from Brooklyn that I would do a little video and show you exactly how I make mine, because I do it a little different. I see a lot of recipes with arrowroot and coconut oil, shea butter, things like that. But I like to put, I don't want to, geez, I feel like if I move this whole thing, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is one of my smaller bags. That's salt. This is actually a great company too. But you can buy salt like this, and you can yes, Himalayan salt. You can crush it up, right? Or you can well, that's the one I would use. And then I have salts like this. These are salts. This is
wow.
You see? Yeah, so you can buy it like that. I use a smaller grain and powder it up. Once I powder it up enough to like it's very fine, I take a little pinch and I put that in my mix. The salt is detoxifying, is drying also to the skin, so it helps with that. But just a little bit. Yeah, it does look like amethyst. It does. They're huge. These are my small. I have buckets, but I keep these. Yeah, they're huge. You could definitely knock somebody out with it.
I mean,
it could be a weapon. But, you know, I'll as soon as my arrowroot comes in,
y'all getting ready to take all that out.
Recipe. I'm gonna arrowroot.
I have it with my great grandson.
Y'all getting ready to take all that out with the salt.
Yep. I sure will. You never know. Hey, language. Oh, thank you.
Glad to see you.
Yeah, but I'll give that recipe as soon as I'm waiting for it to come in, because I said I was going to order it like 2 weeks ago, and I literally just ordered it last Thursday. So as soon as I get the arrowroot in, I'll make that.
What would you be making?
Deodorant. I'll make a little jar so I can show you guys exactly how I do that. But I don't sell that.
Yeah. You make it with arrowroot and coconut oil and what else?
Yep, I used a little pinch of cocoa butter.
Oh, okay, for soothing of the skin, yeah.
Right, and also to like bring it together, because you know, like it's a higher heat tolerance, so you don't have to worry about it melting off and things like that. And I use sea salt here, tea tree oil. I love bergamot oil. I stay away from lemongrass is nice, but you don't want to do it because it's like a photogenic like thing. You don't want it to like in case you're outside around the sun, anything like that. You can manage to get yourself like a really burn under the arm, so it's not good. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, this boy.
Who did that?
Yep.
Sorry about that, guys. He's acting out.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got another question. And you might have, as you can see, I was getting knocked off of StreamYard. You probably already said this. Who inspired you the most to start making the natural product?
To making soap. My grandmother, not my great
Okay.
grandmother. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
You probably was making that lye soap.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tallow, beef tallow. Yep. And it started because I think I said the story before, but I wouldn't go as far as slavery because that I don't know. But after that time, I know my family was good at soaping because, you know, you give me the fat and I'll wash your clothes. And then you do X, Y, and Z. It's more of that bargaining. You know how they did that back in the day between families and things like that. Somebody would be good at cooking. You cook for the X, Y, Z. So she was known for soaping. She was known for soaping. So by the time we were kids, my cousins and I, it would be, I was a tattletale. So if you did something to me, I'm going to go right on back in that house and I'm going to tell on you. Well, it didn't work out for me because I'll be the one that's stuck in the damn kitchen. Grab that pot, grab this water, measure this out, make sure this is hot. Take something here, touch the pot, see if it's too hot, make it cool off. Pour this in here, grab that oil, move that out the way. And I learned how to soap.
Yep. The life of a mother never stops.
I'm sorry?
I said life as a mother never stops.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
So Nadia, what was that palm oil? You said you don't use it?
Yeah, I do not. So here's a thing. I am really big on, and I love animals. I absolutely adore animals. And some people, they might not feel the same, and that's okay. But you have to know that animals are a part of the ecosystem, right? And the whole, without one animal, everything goes off course. So with palm oil, it's been in such high demand. And, palm oil is used for a lot of things, but one thing, that it's mainly used for soap. And there are animals that thrive off of it, from the orangutan, who's now almost extinct, wild tigers and things like that. Elephants, they thrive off it as well. The oil, the tree that this, the oil comes from is being butchered down and used for soap, is used for other things. And then you have child labor, in the middle of it. So they're using more children in ways like you wouldn't believe to manufacture these oils and things like that. And I just don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be.
Yes, I know it affects the animals, like you said, the orangutan, the bear. I forgot what bear it is, and child labor is really bad.
It's really
in third world countries. Yeah,
right. Indonesia, to be exact, and even in Africa, the red palm, the palm tree, the red palm is supposed to be so good, and they use it for eating, right? They eat with the red palm oil. And if you've ever had, let me tell you, I was.
Sounds like, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on a minute. Sounds like somebody got some windows open.
You still here?
We're here.
Okay.
I just think somebody had a window open.
Oh, not me.
So, oh, language of horses. I need to think of a way to pack my horse cookies. You know what? Horses are nature, and maybe you should look at a nice natural packaging. Maybe something natural packaging,
Well, I hate
organic, eco-friendly like label. Yeah,
I hate the fact that they kill animals too, but
yeah. So
I'm scared of all animals. But I don't want. I wouldn't. I don't want to see them be put to death. And
right,
stuff like that.
right, and it's sad. It's really sad. But the red palm oil. I think the minute I decided I wasn't going to use palm oil, and to be specific, red palm oil, was the day I was thinking to myself, how am I going to make my oatmeal bar? That one oatmeal. Let me tell you, red palm oil is amazing in soap. It's amazing in soap. I can't say it enough. If you are a person that loves like black soap, the African black soap, you will love a bar made with 80% palm oil, red palm oil. It's amazing. Bruises, rings under the eye, things like that. It's phenomenal. But then when you find out how the animals they're being slaughtered because they're not able to, for one, they need to eat these plants in order to survive. If they are dying and they're withering, they're just putting them out their misery and killing them. They're using them for body parts and things like that. And it's not right. It's just not right. It's just not right. I don't want to, I don't want to be a part of that.
I agree to the fact. I will agree to the fact.
I'm sorry?
I said I will agree to the fact, but I'm just scared of all animals. But
yeah. No, I'm not an animal lover. I'm in the jungle, and I'm terrified of every animal.
Right.
You think you're scared? I'm scared too.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
what I understand is, what I understand is, we need everything that's living and breathing in order to make the world keep going, right? If bees didn't exist, we wouldn't be able to breathe. We would lose oxygen. We would not be able to breathe. Can you imagine? So if orangutans were not here, and elephants were not here, and tigers were not here, and different species, everything that needs this plant to live. Just imagine. It's called deforestation. They're killing off the forest.
They're destroying the circle of life because everything has a reason for it.
Right. So I made a conscious decision as a soaper, as a business owner, as a lover of humanity, and just animals. I love everything that's living. I'm not going to soap with it. I'm not going to do it. So I found different ways. There's other butters that are just as great. Noi is phenomenal. Things like that come from jasmine flowers, things like that, different waxes. So, waxes from actual flowers. So you find different ways, and I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. I'm part of a movement of soapers that made a conscious decision to not use the soap, because even though I'm saying this, it's a lot more things that it's more in depth with palm oil. But when it comes to my soap, this is why I don't want to use it. It's why I don't want to use it.
Now, my great grandson has eczema really bad. He has to have everything gluten free. Nothing he eats has to have the red dye in it.
Yeah.
He can't have dairy. All that. And we had tried the oatmeal for his skin when he was younger. He couldn't even tolerate that. Nothing with wheat in it.
Right.
None of it. And it was like, how do we wash him? And it got to a point where we would just put a little bit of
Hello.
All right, wait a second, boo boo.
This is not real.
Well, what happened is that we got to put a little bit of bleach in his water and just rinse him with it to kill the bacteria on top of the eczema. He had eczema so bad that it looked like he had burn marks all over his body. Where when we took him to the hospital, they reported us to diapers.
Yep. It boils down to the products that you use, but it's also internal. It's also internal. So you have to diet what you put in your body as well. It's just not always surface. So I think
when he was a baby, it was so bad. I used to cry because I couldn't help him. I couldn't help him. He would
and
be
when they're that
screaming,
little like that, you
itching.
know what's good? Like a sunflower oil, like safflower or sunflower. Those really light oils.
We tried coconut oil. It just dried his skin. It made it horrible. We tried olive oil. We even got the udder balm. You ever hear of the udder balm for cows? The udder balm that we got from
Yeah.
Walgreens
Yes.
comes in the green thing. We
Yep.
tried that, so it could medicate and do that. We tried. It was not
Wow.
working. And then bathe him. He
Wow.
he wouldn't take baths because he was scratched so bad that when he got in the water, it would sting him.
Mm.
So, and yep. And when he was baby, if we kept him in the pool, the chlorine from the pool helped him. So we used to have to put a little bit of Clorox in his water,
Wow.
and then
Bleach would help them?
bleach disinfects the skin. It's harsh, but you don't put a lot in. Even I knew when I was younger, my mother used to get my brothers to put bleach in their when she would make them soak their feet because of sneakers they used to
Wow.
stink. Used to put dish detergent and put a little bit of bleach in the water to kill athlete's foot fungus.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Language of Horses says, I want to hire you to help me design my natural horse cookies. I don't know if you're interested. So if not, I understand. I know you are busy. You don't have to hire me, but I can help you brainstorm, sis. I can help you brainstorm. Yeah.
Girl, if you were able to make some type of salve for farm animals, that would be really cool because like I said, in Walgreens they sell the balm for udders that you could use go on your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Even down to the shampoo for horses I used to use on my hair and it made my hair beautiful.
Shampoo for? Are you talking about mane and tail?
No, yes.
Yes, it used to have. They had like
Many,
garlic and
many years ago.
I
Yeah,
remember
many,
that.
many, many years ago.
I remember. And I agree. Everything was put on this earth for a reason. There's this symbiosis
Hmm.
that people don't realize we are all. Exactly. You know what, NYW? And then as soon as you realize, think about it. I don't know where you are in the world, but here in New Jersey, this is the winter. And guess what? We haven't had a horrible winter. We didn't get a lot of snow. I don't even think we got some flurries and a couple, like a little white spot here, white spot there. And
We got snow one time, and but it's coming. It's coming though. It's gonna come.
It's still too late as far as what we should have gotten. And so look at the global warming is real. Global warming is real. So people don't realize it, and it's like out of sight, out of mind type thing. So when I talk about I don't use the palm oil and this is why, it's like out of sight, out of mind. You don't think about it too much. But the minute these animals are gone, it's going to rock our world. It's going to be something that we'll have to deal with, and you're not going to be able to. Because I think everything it has a purpose. Just like I always refer back to the bee. The bee, they pollinate, right? And in the middle of pollinating, you get more, plants here and plants there. They drop a little bit of their pollen in places, and things start to grow in other places.
Right. And I learned that when I started gardening, and I had to hand pollinate my cucumbers. Hand pollinate my cucumbers because the bees weren't around.
My lemon tree, I do that. Yeah. But imagine if you couldn't do that for the entire world. You can't do that for the entire world. If there was no butterflies, we will all be dead because the butterfly picks up particles on their wings. That is
on the spot of the feet, and when they go from flower to flower, it drops. It takes the steam in, and it drop. It's a whole thing. It's the plant have. You do believe it or not? Plant has a uterus.
Wow. See? So
They use it as a uterus.
then you know that how do we get to breathe? We breathe because the oxygen. Oxygen is given from, plants help. That they help the quality of air. So if you don't have a great quality of air, honey, we dead.
But yeah, I found out it was like a tomato. Tomato. To breathe a tomato, all you have to do is shake it. To shake it. And you have to shake it like it would resemble a bee, the buzzing of a bee, and just shake it. Because what happens is that when you shake it, the pollen drops down into the uterus of the plant.
Wow.
And it pollinates it. Same thing from corn. You know the silk that's on the corn? The silk? When it drops, when the wind blows, it drops the semen on the silk, and it goes down into the corn, which is the veins and all that other stuff, and it pollinates it. I learned all that when I took up gardening. I took up classes, so it was like wow. And a lot of places they have to hire people to pollinate, like squash, cucumbers, all them. They have to be pollinated because there's not enough bees and butterflies to go from plant to plant to pollinate.
So there's a mutual respect when it comes to Mother Nature. And it gets interrupted when you have man involved. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I play my little part. If I can't do anything else, I play my little part. Nadia does not use palm oil. So I'm proud of that. So then you have some soapers who don't care. They don't really care. And they soap with it. But I chose to go the extra step, do a couple of tests and figure out how can I maintain the same hard bar, the same lather, and things like that. So it works for me.
Now, corn oil. I've seen corn oil used for soaping.
Yeah, corn oil. Well, corn
oil. What do they call it? The one that starts with an M. Mozola?
Yeah, that's
Am I saying
Mozola. Yeah. You can use
Mozola
oil. You can use
Mozola oil.
I don't soap with corn oil, but I mean, I would definitely be able to use it if I want to make a soap bar. Any type of vegetable oil can be used. It's a matter of what type of lather you're going to get with that bar. Like
now, the coconut oil doesn't give you big lather, right?
If you use, are you talking about soaping at like 100%?
I wouldn't say all of it for it to be. I know that I've seen where people didn't use no other oil but the coconut oil. They said it's good for cleaning, but it's not. It doesn't have a strong lather.
It lathers. It lathers. I think it lathers more than a olive oil bar. Like if you were to use just a straight Castile, it's gonna be rock hard. It's gonna be a rock hard bar. Yeah. So you can use it like that. I mean, it depends on what your recipe calls for.
Now you make candles too, correct?
I do. I do.
And is that a soy-based candle?
That's a 100% soy.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's no fumes in the air, there's no soot, anything like that. So I keep it at 100% soy. You are doing right. It's cohesive. You know what I mean? There's a cohesiveness when it comes to Mother Nature, and I find like I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. When the spring comes and the summer is here, soy internally to have too much soy in your body, it triggers cancer cells.
Yes, it does. But you can lather it. You can lather with it, but not ingest it, right?
Yeah. But it's something. When I'm out in my garden in the spring, it's like zen. It's like then everything works together. Everything works for the betterment of the next thing that's in the garden. There's a mutual respect. You know what I mean? Plants grow here. These don't mingle. This goes here. Things like that, you know, and it's on its own without any interruption. So, you know, if plants and things can grow like that and get along that way, then why can't man when it comes to taking care of Mother Nature, right? So,
Right. Now, be the difference clothing. Why is soy bad for us? It messes with your hormones.
yeah, it triggers cancer as well.
It triggers cancer because it messes with your hormones. And that's a known fact.
Yeah.
That's a known fact. That's fact.
Now, I love
Mm-hmm.
soy milk. My number one milk is almond milk. But if I cannot get my hands on almond milk, I will drink soy milk. But it's in moderation too. It's always in moderation. I don't do a lot of soy milk, but I do drink soy milk if I like, you know, I need to.
And nut milk, yes, and nut milk is something depends on you because a lot of people are allergic to nuts.
Yep.
So eating a hazelnut or a walnut or cashews or almond, that's a nut. That's why I'm going to show you guys how to make the rice water. I mean the rice milk.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, yeah. And then you change, and then you turn the pulp into a product for your hair or your face.
Yeah.
So yeah, to do that. I finally got my jar in for that. So
okay.
Yes, I'm gonna be ordering from you real soon, and I'm almost at the 500 count. So when I'm gonna run a little raffle type thing around 510 because I need it to be at a number where it'll stick. You know, I don't want to do right at 500 because you know how it fluctuates. It goes up and down, up and down. So I need to be able to do it right where it sticks. And I want one of your boxes to be a gift for the winner.
Okay, absolutely. Be the difference says what got you on the path of spirituality. I grew up in a church, right? And even though I love the church, I'm not religious. I'm not religious. But I know there's a God. I know there is a divine entity in my life that created me this way and on my path that protects me at all times. And, you know, just like I said, I always bring it back to nature. If you look how things coexist with each other, you know there's something that created that. You know there's a God that created that. And, you know, just being, you know, who I am, going through life experiences, experiencing things, and knowing that I've made it despite, right? It keeps me grounded. So I know there's a God. I'm not religious, but I'm definitely spiritual. Definitely spiritual. Yeah. Just life experiences, you know. As you get older, I feel like you become, you know, you're humble, but things ground you. You're grounded in certain things and you're humble. And it teaches you to sit back, reflect, think, you know. So I thank God for all of it. So I love to sit and just reflect, but religious, no. And people in the bushes. That's right, my friend. That's right.
Let me ask you this, Nadia. Nadia, Nadia, this seems to be something that gets passed down from generation to generation. Now it hit you as your generation. Are you the only one in this generation in your family that's doing soap?
Professionally, yes. Professionally, yes.
Any other way? Do they just make it for themselves and that's it?
Yep. Yeah.
I learned how to make laundry detergent, and that's what we use here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I make laundry detergent as well, but I'm a lazy laundry detergent maker.
Yeah.
It
I
takes
make
a lot.
I
It takes a lot of elbow
I,
grease, and I don't. With that,
I make it
whipping.
twice. I make it twice a year.
Oh,
I
okay.
make it twice a year, and I make it in a 5 gallon
Yeah.
bucket, and it lasts. Yeah, it'll last. It lasts us for about 6 months.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nadia, do you and your family members compete on who makes the best soap? NYW, that's me. That's me, honey. That's me. I am known as the pipe queen. You see my cupcakes and things. I will pipe the heck out of a cake made out of
Don't do
soap,
that.
things like that. Now, can I bake in real life is the question. Now, you want to ask edible or not edible? Because I can burn a cake, but yeah, it's me. It's me. I think I'm the most. One of my cousins is great with scent. She's phenomenal in mixing. She actually mixes for me. Some things goes together. If you guys ordered my bergamot, that's mixed by one of my cousins.
Hey, Chupa.
You know, essential oils. So she's good with that. Another cousin is great with she's great with packaging. She's great with telling me like no, not that. And we also, we're competitive. We are competitive though. But I'm the best. Of course, I was gonna say that. What I was gonna say? Give somebody else credit.
Here. Close my door. Close the door. Love you too. Bye.
Now, if they were here, they would be like, heck no, heck no. I'll show you some beat up soaps Nadia made. No, but we're all creative. We're all very creative. One of my cousins, I think she's more talented than me when it comes to soap. But it's all for family. We just, I'm the only one that decided to take it.
For all the people that's coming in, for some reason, my messages are not going through when I say hello. So I don't know.
Oh, Lovely doing that.
Huh?
Lovely doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Diamond Girl. Chupa. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, what you said? Well, where's the wrench? I don't know what the wrench is. I'm surprised. Munch either. I don't know what happened to Munch either. Okay. So Nadia, any more questions? Any more? Nadia, you have some. I know what it looked like. Your products. You want to show them some of your products?
Sure, I didn't bring nothing down here, but I have, since I'm sitting here, I can grab things like loaves of dough. So here's a loaf. That's Spanish rolls. Let me see that.
What is that?
That's called Spanish rolls. That's a loaf. Yeah, that's a loaf. It's just I keep it like this until I need to cut it because I want to retain the fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, things like that. Bath bombs, of course. I do bath bombs and regular soap. I do 2-pound slab that look like this. And this is made out of honey and lavender, things like that. I use all of my herbs out of my garden. This is from last year. So these are things like, this is sage. This is actual sage.
Oh, yeah.
So I dehydrate my own things. And what I cannot dehydrate, I order. from an organic, trusted place that I love. And I use some of it for tea, and I use some of it for soap. But you'll get to see me in the summer, in the spring. I'm actually gonna go out there. I get like in the dirt. That's my second home. I love it. It's like tranquility out there. I dig, and I make everything. I do it all. Yeah, it's fun. You know what? I would encourage everybody, even if you don't have a big space. I don't have a big space, but if you have any type of space or even pots, if you're a tea drinker, I'll give you a really good mix. It's my favorite. I do it it's the first thing I plant every spring. And that's, I plant stevia. Stevia is a natural sweetener. It's a plant. And I plant that right next to lemon balm, right? You guys should write this down because you're going to be addicted. So stevia plant, you can get this from Home Depot. Stevia plant, it's for like $3. Lemon balm, that's also $3, and it spreads really big. And like any type of mint. Home Depot has orange mint. They have chocolate mint. It's actually going to taste like that. They have spearmint, regular peppermint, things like that, right? Figure out which mint. Now remember, mint spreads like a weed. It spreads all over. So you want to make sure you put that maybe in a container or something. But if you plant those 3 things and take like a leaf or 2 of each item, each plant, and put that in some hot water and let it steep for a little while, when I tell you, you'll have the best sweet tea you've ever had in your life, right out of your garden. You don't need any sugar. You won't need any honey. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yep. So lemon balm, stevia, and mint. You can get all those things for $3 each at Home Depot. Put it in pots if you don't have a place to do it. Make sure it gets a lot of sun. It's a carefree garden. You can do your first herbal garden if you've never, planted anything. You won't kill it, I promise. That's it. That's all I have. Ain't got no more.
Okay. Any more questions? Anybody have any more questions for Nadia? Nope.
Okay, Diamond says, I grow lemon balm in the garden, and it comes back every year also, lemon balm. If you're in the South, all those things can come back. I grow lemon balm in the garden, but thrashed it because I didn't know how or what to do with it. Of course, that was before I realized it. Oh my God. It's my favorite herb. It's my favorite herb. You can do so much with that. I put it in my soap. I infuse my oils with it. Let me tell you, lemon balm is really good in pasta too. If you're a fish eater and you have pasta or anything like that, even on your fish, you can dehydrate that or put it in olive oil and let it sit in your olive oil. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Lemon balm. So next year, I'm guessing for you, it's going to come back or you ripped it from the root. I don't know if you didn't rip it, okay, so it grows plentiful. Okay, there you go. See? Now go out and get you a stevia plant and put peppermint or spearmint or whatever, but make sure you put the mint in a pot unless you don't mind it growing wild because it grows wild. Mint grows wild. Like you have to be on it to contain it, and it's no way really to contain mint. But you put 2 little leaves of each thing, those 3 items, and when I tell you have the best cup of tea you've ever had in your life, I'm talking about extra sweet, extra bold, you taste the lemon, you taste the peppermint. I have pineapple mint, orange mint, chocolate mint, spearmint, and regular peppermint. The regular one, yeah. Oh, you did pull it from the root. Girl, that thing grow like, it's like, I call that a crack plant. Because it grows. Like, I don't think you pulled it from the root, but I guarantee you it's around the corner. Yeah, it grows. It grows like, that's I call that a crack plant.
What it is, it's a weed. It's a weed. That's why it grows like that. It's actually a weed. When I was coming up, it was common to have,
it's a weed.
you know, mint and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mint, yeah, they call it an herb, but it's really some type of weed. And it used to grow wild. It used to grow wild when everybody had it in their yard. It was common. They used it for, they would go in the backyard, pick it for their iced tea, for their lemonade, and they didn't make iced tea. You know, they made it through the sun. They would put it in a jar and stick it outside.
My family calls that sun tea.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you guys remember that. And you put it in a jar. You put it near the sun, and you make a jar of sun tea that way. Yep.
Right.
I'm telling you, you have a lot of land, Tita. You can put like six stevia plants and let it go. It's not, now stevia plant is not going to grow wild, but you'll have more than enough. You can even dehydrate it naturally, tie it up by string, let it hang up and dehydrate on its own. And dry
that mint tree will take over it, whatever area you put it in, and you don't have, and it'll come up every year.
Yep. But she's talking about the stevia. The stevia, it's not so bad, but that stevia is amazing. That stevia plant is amazing. I do that. And sometimes my husband even walks out, grabs it. Now, listen, I need to wash my leaves off. I don't know what type of bugs are on those leaves. I'm not going to do that. He goes out, grabs it, and pops it in his mouth, and he just chews the leaves. They're extra sweet. Sincerely, what can you tell Tita and I about natural sweeteners? You can do the stevia. Stevia is amazing. It's a natural sweetener. It's a leaf. It's an actual herb. You can put it right in the ground, and you can use it. It's really good. It's really good. And you get stevia from Home Depot. Notice I say Home Depot and Lowe's a lot. That's because I go there to get a lot of my plants. You can always see Nadia with the cart, like Crackhead Willie's cart. Buying my plants. Either that or you can anytime. Well, it has to be spring. So I think they're gearing up now for it. I don't know where you are, Lovely, but here in New Jersey, they're starting to get things ready for springtime so that people can start purchasing.
Yeah, because as soon as we get the last frost, people are going to start planting.
Yep.
Now, Nadia, as far as face soap goes,
yes,
what do you suggest as light and mild for the face?
I have a moringa facial cleanser, which is really good. Moringa is really good for rashes. It's good for burns. It's very soothing on the skin. So I use that with a little bit of green tea powdered inside of a whipped soap. Yeah, so I have that. It's really good. It's made with tea tree oil too.
What about removing makeup?
I don't have makeup. I don't do anything really for makeup. But my soaps can wash the face off. But if you're looking for like oils, a natural thing to use is coconut oil. Coconut oil is amazing. It's amazing to wipe off makeup with coconut oil.
Yeah, because I was wondering after you wipe makeup off, because using coconut oil, coconut oil, believe it or not, clogs the pores. So when you use it to wipe the makeup off, you need something to wash that oil off your face.
Well, coconut oil is not clogging. It doesn't clog pores. Coconut oil does not, because it's a breathable oil. It's a natural vegetable oil, so it won't clog. But you should cleanse it off, especially if you tend to have an oily face, then you need to take it off right away. So, but coconut oil is good. Coconut oil is actually drying to the skin if you use it on its own. It's not something that's high in fats, like oleic acid and things like. It's not like that. It's more. It's drying. If you notice, you use coconut oil on your
Yeah, it's smooth, it goes on, but then later on it looks like a bunch of white ash on your skin.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Diamond Girl says she used coconut oil to. Yeah, coconut oil will be great to remove your makeup. Yeah, because I don't make anything like I don't have like a makeup remover per se, but coconut oil is great. I would say coconut oil, because coconut oil is really light. Also, I'm trying to think what else. Almond oil is really nice. Also, a little more pricey, but it's good. It's good also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to my connection. I can't.
See, you can't chat.
I have to use my cell phone to type stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's something about my internet connection, but I'm still connected.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that is about.
Now, getting back to you, Nadia, what is it that you use for your beautiful hair?
I use protein mist that I make. I use greenhouse serum oil on my scalp. I also use my conditioner, my greenhouse conditioner. And what else? I wash my hair. I wash my hair every Sunday. I try to do it every Sunday. I have to because I also have a little psoriasis. I have a little psoriasis on my scalp. I definitely have eczema. My
Does tea tree help with that?
Tea tree oil absolutely helps, but I still have to cleanse my scalp. Not everyone has to wash their hair as frequent as I do, but I need because I get a buildup of sebum oil. So my natural sebum is really thick and it comes on just like that. So in order for me to keep that buildup out of the way, I cleanse it weekly. And I focus on my ends. I do a lot of focusing on my ends to protect my ends so that, I don't have that much damage. I stay away from a lot of heat. And also my staple item that I use a lot is my hemp and raspberry. It's a butter. It's a hair butter. So I use that a lot. That's actually my number one seller for my hair product.
Now, asking stuff that's a little more personal to the body. A lot of times we get told that you don't need soap in your private parts. I fail to say that's not true. I feel like we need soap to clean the glands of where your private parts in, where your groin and your sweat glands. What will you suggest that's a mild soap that will clean your private parts?
I think any soap you can use that I make because they're all natural. They're all natural. There's no fragrance, things like that. But when you say in, I'm getting a visual and I don't put anything in.
I didn't say in when you clean on your skin.
When you say gland, I'm thinking in, like gland.
No. Your groin, your glands where your groin is.
I thought anybody else in the chat was like, "Woo, fire!" Right? You were thinking that.
No, glands. Your glands, like where you sweat, your sweat glands.
Yeah. So, all of my soaps is good for that because I don't use fragrance, so you can use lemongrass. I have plain unscented bars as well. I have plain unscented bars. I have some people that are newly recovering from cancer treatment, things like that. And even my lightest scented bars are too much for a person who's just getting over cancer treatment. Because you've had cancer, so you understand your nose is more sensitive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. You have non-scented because when you're going with cancer, it takes a long time for your body to adjust its sense because everything smells make you sick.
Right. Triple Goblin says, I thought about the Panjay that Tasha K. Right, exactly. And when it comes to and then that situation, this is sidebar and TMI, but what do you think about douching? I don't do that. I absolutely don't. You know what I do? I soak in the tub. And I'm gonna give you old school what I do. You know, the apple cider vinegar with the mother inside the bottle. I shake it up, pour a little bit in my water, and I soak in the tub. I don't push anything back up in the hoo-ha area because I need everything to stay out.
Well, I was told by a gynecologist.
Stop.
I was told by a gynecologist that you can douche, but you can do it with just plain water.
Fishing. Somebody was fishing.
You can hear me, Nadia?
Say that one more time. Diamond Girl is cutting up.
Yeah.
The gynecologist says that it's okay to do that, but you can do it with just plain water.
It's just somebody.
My gynecologist said don't. My gynecologist, I have a female gynecologist. She's amazing. She's a OBGYN and she delivered my children. She actually delivered my children. Somebody says a little apple cider vinegar in your tub and soak that way. Don't put anything else. It's going to push bacteria right back in. If you're using water, if you're using spring water, like you're pushing bacteria, you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. You're going to push both right back up into your cavity. When you get your menses, your body's cleansing itself out that way. So
well, I don't do neither because I'm not active and I'm past menopausal, so I don't get as menstrual. Right. I'm not active sexually, so I don't have to go through all that. But she did tell me that if I had to do that, I could just do it with warm water.
Okay.
And I just being that I'm not active or anything, I have nothing going up inside me.
Right.
So I just refuse to do that.
I soak. I like to soak in my tub, and I'll use apple cider vinegar. Just to
you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm claustrophobic for the tub. For some reason, I'll spray my tub and everything down, but I have this thing where when I get in the tub, it skeeves me. I can't do a tub. I used to be able to get in the tub and soak. I can't do that no more. It makes me feel like I'm dirty. Ugh. So, but I take showers all the time, but I don't sit and soak my body like I used to.
Okay. Love Blake.
Yeah, it skeeves me.
Okay. Love Blake says, what can I use lemongrass in? Love Blake, the oil or the actual plant?
It's in me.
Hey, QI. Love Blake, the oil or the plant? I'll wait for you to answer that. While Diamond Girl says, I touched because that's what I was taught. Now I see the method is necessary. That method is necessary. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Okay. Well, Love Blake, I'm just going to answer for both. So lemongrass, the oil can be used obviously in soap. It also can be diluted in other oils. You can use it in a spray bottle when you dilute it in other oils, and it's good for keeping away mosquitoes. The plant itself can also be used, as like a way of keeping bugs away. But the plant, if you're able to, if you like lemony type things, you can cook with it. The oil itself, when you mix it in things, body products and such, you can make salves out of that with the cornmeal, a cornmeal crystal. You know, there's menthol crystal that's made out of blue corn mint. You can take that, and if you had a salve, that's good for your bronchial area, things like that. Lemongrass is great for opening the chest. It's great for that. It's great for your immune system and things like that. It's all about what are you using though, the oil or the plant? Yeah. Triple Cotto says, I use apple cider vinegar with distilled water. Okay. Yeah, apple cider vinegar is really good. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, but lemongrass is everything. I love lemongrass. Lemongrass is like a fun scent. It's clean. It's it's just a refreshing scent. Everybody knows you're coming when they smell you. I like to mix it too. There's scents that I like to mix with it. Simply says, I drink distilled water only for a week. It made me sick. Oh, really? I soak with distilled water. It's the only water I soak with. I use distilled water. I also use rose water. Love Blake says, welcome. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah, I love lemongrass too, Tita. I love it. I usually make the lemongrass. If you got the lemongrass and coconut and lemongrass SYNA glider, I usually make that soap in the summertime. That's like in the summertime. I make a sugar scrub with that and a body butter, but that's in the summer, so we're not there yet. Diamond says women that are highly sexually active need to douche because they stink.
Oh, damn. She didn't sugarcoat it at all.
Right at all. From in between the lips to the dish. Woo! Tita said, didn't know till your products. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tita likes lemongrass. And I sent you the lemongrass only because your favorite color is yellow. I remember that. Be the difference of what's your favorite tradition? Tradition.
Oh my goodness.
Tradition for I don't know. Tradition for what? Simply says, where did that one come from? I know, right? And here she goes. Diamond says they become immune to the smell, but I have a nose of a hawk. So that song, you know that song, when the funk hits the fan. Come on, get funky. Your name now, Diamond. I'm gonna think about that.
What?
You know, but what Diamond says is true. It's true.
Like,
and it's like, you can't be pickling yourself because it'll dry it out. But
I have an uncle
he'll
say, you smell like hot garbage.
we smell like a fish market.
Lovely says oatmeal and C that Sincerely make is good on the face, y'all. The oatmeal and
what's it?
Is the C the calendula? Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. And this is funny. Okay, so I have a neighbor, and I'm not even gonna stop this man, right? Because he thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm bat crap crazy. Because he has marigolds growing in his yard. So he paid a company to come out and take the marigolds away. And I was like, what? So I said to him, I'm like, hey, do you mind? And he's like, you want these? And you just see me on the ground with scissors. And I'm like I'm on the ground, spread out. Now he's looking at me and he's like, this lady's crazy. It's like the dandelion and the marigold. Like, this is like a garbage plant. He's thinking, that's calendula. And let me tell you what calendula is good for. Keeping away cancer cells. You need to read up on calendula. It's amazing on cancer cells. It's amazing for shrinking food. Just like rose hip. You should look at that. You guys should look at that. So I said, okay, I'm going to let him think I'm crazy. I'm going to take these marigolds.
You boil it and drink it as a tea. Yeah.
You can steep it in tea. You can take the marigolds and a rose hip.
You can actually take it and put it in baking goods and cook and bake it.
Oh wow. Diamond Girl says straight funky.
She must be having a visual of somebody, and it brought back the senses in her mind that got her all messed up. Got all messed up in the head right now.
I'm gonna have to go to your page.
Like, dang,
I need
that must have been some funk that sterilized you. Rain.
Okay, Diamond is a content creator, guys. You should grab her. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I already have her. I don't know if she has me, but I already got her. I got everybody here.
Wait, I just went out of it. I'm gonna grab Diamond right now. She is hilarious. Yeah, I made number 100 for you, Diamond. I'm your 100th subby. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she said straight funky. Everyone, my message is saying I was infected with phishing. Oh no.
That's why I can't type anything in the chat. I have to use my cell phone.
Oh no.
So I can't bring anybody out backstage.
What? So how can you? Oh wow. Simply says I can't stand no stanky person. Come out, lovely. Talking about pie, babe.
She say it smelled like fish. That's what she said.
This is when you just take your hair, you guys. This is the story. Just cover your face. Don't show it.
She said it smell like fish or he's a sushi. So heck. I go around with that person. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's the fan. Now every time I see your name Diamond, I'm gonna think of that song. Okay. Oh my God.
Diamond just like
hang around with that person again. You got one time to be stank around me. That's the worst. That's the worst. That's infection. Just screams infection.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness.
Because you just it's bad.
You said wait, I'm trying to see because she asked me something, but I said she didn't say it in specific. She said, "What's your?" Oh, you said, "What's my favorite tradition?" Tradition for what? In general, something that I love to do. Making a cup of coffee and going out to my garden. I could stay out there for hours. I stay out there for hours, and I thank God I married a man, a wonderful man. But we are two peas in a pod in our dirt, like in our garden. We stay out there for hours. Miss Tiara says she had a kitty. Man, that's why she said. D-Cop, you just as bad as Diamond, Love Blake said. Yeah, y'all cutting up in here. Oh my goodness, y'all cutting up. Ooh.
That's Diamond. Diamond started that.
Y'all gonna make that news.
I know it. Right.
Y'all gonna make that news. Got it.
Yeah, we're gonna make the news. James will clean it up for us.
Right. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. Lord. Woo-hoo. You sure was, Joy. Yep. Wait, simply says can't stand no stanky comb. No. All right, no stanky comb. Oh my God. Cutting up. They crazy.
Crazy.
They are crazy.
Oh, I guess B-Town must have fell asleep since I couldn't get her back in here. I couldn't
get her. Wait, it's almost 11 o'clock here. You know, 11:30 is her cutoff. That's it.
She probably snoring already.
She got that quiet snore happening right now.
She's so quiet. You know she gone. She's out of here.
Diamond says, I'm talking about these over-sexualized ladies. Thank you. Yes, I'm number 100.
Did I miss that one? Oh, yeah, I did miss that. Bay National.
She's not feeling good. Yeah, oh, that's right, because she said she's going to go to the ER tomorrow, because.
Oh, yeah. She did.
That's right.
Yeah, because when
Bay
I talk
National need to have some pineapple for.
Is that true? So if you eat pineapple,
that's true. I don't know.
I heard it from many women. I don't know.
Always saying, yeah, eat
pineapple and you'll be able to taste it. I mean, taste it. Right. I haven't ever tasted it in pineapple.
Right. Neither did I.
I wonder, is it true though? They said
about every 6 months and have to come on YouTube telling everyone. This is when you take your hair.
Oh, which one do you
cover it up?
Oh, she don't. Oh, that's Nadia. Is that who she was talking about? She said she came in late. But what's your name?
Oh, my name Nadia. I'm the one with the long name. Sincerely yours, Nadia A. But just call me Nadia.
Damn, what you talking about? Who is my quest?
Right.
Oh no, I was just I've heard a lot of women say that, so I don't know.
Oh
I just wonder if it's true. What is it? Just pineapple? Or can you do strawberries or cherries? Or
I don't know. I say that for men and women.
Cantaloupe?
Women. I've never tasted no pineapple.
You can, if you eat some cantaloupe, I guess you
right.
like cantaloupe too.
If anything, you'll come away with eating healthy. That's about it.
Yeah, but they say it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, they say it's true. She said, type in the chat. Oh, you already typing. Okay.
Okay.
That's real. Who is your quest? I put her link in the chat.
Oh my god, that is too funny.
I don't know how to put her. I don't know how to put her link in the chat.
Hold on. I think let me see.
Nadia can do it.
Hold on.
Don't eat no garlic. Oh, that would be awful.
Ooh.
That would be awful.
Okay, I think that's me. Yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Yep, that's me. Garlic, good Lord.
Oh my, yeah, that would. Ooh, no ma'am, that would not be nice.
That's horrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember that. Put her hands there in this book. I would have never said nothing like that.
Oh, we aborted connection on StreamYard. See, this it says
this was a good live. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's fun. This is fantastic. All right, I see. What's his name? Troy Allen. He's interviewing Rico.
Oh, really?
Mr. Pull my meat out all the time. Yeah.
Which Rico? Rico, the one that twinkled in a can?
Yeah. This is his what? How many times?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Now, don't judge me, but I could not help myself. I laughed hard as hell when he fell out that chair. When he fell out that chair, I almost beat up myself. I had to run to the bathroom. He said, "Oh."
I laughed too.
And I didn't want to laugh because I like Rico, but I think he has he's just going through a lot. I really like Rico. I think he's a real genuine person. But when he fell out that chair, I was no good. The devil took over. I was no good. I laughed so hard. And then he tried, you see, he can't go back up so he can lift.
I never seen somebody get the pages taken down, stuck like he did.
Oh, is this page really gone?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He just started another.
I mean, because he did take his stuff off.
Yeah, he started another page because I heard Tracy say, y'all go subscribe to new page.
Simon said someone said push pineapples inside.
I'll be scared of that. What if you get out? What if you go up too far and you can't get it?
Let me put some flame symbols up. Oh, you said push.
What you gonna do? Pineapples in you? You can really say, yeah.
I used to work in a hospital years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And you said push pineapples. Let me tell you what we saw in the ER. A man had 2 dead hamsters up there.
2.
Two, not 1, but 2. There was a man with a moose, you know, the hair moose. He had the bottle, the top of it, and they had to cut the lips off of his butthole to get that top. Mm-hmm. And then I seen somebody with kiwi, a female with kiwi stuck in there. Her stuff is sucked it right on there. I don't know if you want to put no pineapples inside because I said just tell up in the air with 4 pillows on his waiting for a doctor who wants to go up in there and retrieve it. I don't think you want to do that. We're gonna have to do like some flavored oils. Maybe I need to get into flavored oils. If somebody else want to pick that up, there's a nice little.
I know this guy. He had an orange.
Diamond oil, diamond flavored oils. Boom, there you go.
I was like, why would you be putting an orange up your butt?
Yep. See.
Because it's all it's gonna do.
You had a call where you went to someone with the orange.
Yeah.
Listen, I would have died if that was me. I would not. I'm just like the guy with the hamsters. I said, if I was him, we were talking about him. You know, you get talked about in the ER. Go like that.
Yeah.
And I said he has those dead hamsters.
That's nasty.
I would have had my partner digging for gold. You better get this stuff.
Well, what'd you say? What'd you say? A fruit salad. That's a fruit salad.
If I've never heard one, Joy, you ain't lying. That's a fruit salad for real.
But ain't no telling how long he had those.
It was that day. He said, the thing was, he sat and we were all behind the curtain listening. He told the doctor, the doctor said, how long? Like, was it, it wasn't long ago. So he said, so what happened? He said they were scratching and then they stopped.
Because, that's how they get off, is when the gerbil. How do
you get those balls? Jiggles and wiggles.
Because they have a seizure. And when, the gerbils will have a seizure. And when they have the seizure is when they get off. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. Can you imagine being that animal and only to know that one day you're going to die in somebody's butthole?
That's just gross.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
And that's the only way.
Right there.
That's the only way. You got to find something else to do.
We start talking about all kinds of things. About the hoo-ha.
That's crazy. That is crazy. And the one that had a cucumber, a woman,
yeah,
and could that? I mean it.
Because because you know what, Joy, your anal gland, obviously, I don't know how we got here, but we're here. So the anal gland is a strong muscle. It's like one of the strongest you have, really. And once it hits a certain level of penetration, right, your gland goes and sucks it in. And once it sucks it in, it sucks it into a lock where you cannot get whatever
it's hard to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
We would have worked that out because I'm not going to nobody's ER with 2 dead animals in my hoo-ha. We're going to figure it out.
No.
Or I'm going to die in the middle of it because I'm not going to go in here and be like, excuse me, I have 2 hamsters. You told me to lie.
They can be embarrassed.
No, that's your butt. You put them there. And the orange, oh my gosh, I don't know. I probably would have died because I don't know.
I would be too embarrassed. Ain't no way. I would be too embarrassed.
I would have had a million enemas. I would have took some laxatives. Oh my gosh, I would not.
That was the best. Yeah, all you see stuff. Because I worked down in the ER.
Boy, salad. Oh my God. I'm telling you. And then the man with the mousse top, the man with the hair mousse, you know, like a what you call hair mousse, but I call it like hairspray, like one of those type of cans.
Yeah.
When I tell you he had the nerve to have a nasty attitude, I mean nasty attitude. I went in the room. He was like, I don't want X, Y, and Z. Just put the cover back and close the light. Cut the light out. And I'm thinking to myself, fool, you the one sitting up here with your butt tooted in the air. You got an attitude and you got your butt tooted in the air. You better be next to me. I'm sitting here like sitting there with his butt tooted in the air. And guess what? They had to have surgery. We had to have surgery, and we saw his butt in the laboratory. Literally, we saw the rim of his butthole look like this, like lips, just lips.
Oh my goodness!
With the Tresemme logo.
Oh, I know that thing hurt.
I'd rather have him than you take my butthole. They're gonna sew it back on. That takes it to a different level.
Yes. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Let's see.
All types are wrong.
What did Hester say? Let's see. That message was supposed to go to. Oh, okay. That was
Yeah. No shame. I'm telling you. He was a while.
I've been trying to dig in there and try to get it out myself.
Hold on over here.
Look, get a vacuum cleaner. Hose.
Right. Like what do you do? How do you walk? Imagine everybody in this chat. Imagine walking in the ER and saying you either have an animal up there or you have a bottle. And it's not just like it ain't even sticking out, it's gone. It's gone to glory. What do you say?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I knew these girls that would dance at the clubs. And they would strip. And they would take a bottle, a beer bottle, and sit down on it, and
I've seen that.
And then one put a cigarette in, and it was smoking it.
Oh wow!
Yeah. put an ashtray, picked it up with the ashtray right there.
You gave me a good excuse. That's what we can use. If you're a lady, you can use that excuse. I'm a stripper and got stuck. See, maybe not for a man, but we got excuses. Deco just gave us the excuse. So if you ever get an orange stuck up there, anything like that, say you're an exotic dancer.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's and I guess he wasn't embarrassed because he had to get that out of there. So I guess he couldn't be too embarrassed.
Right. Well, I mean, and once panic settle in, not a twerk bone, and right. But I'll be in that ER saying, "Yeah, I'm an exotic dancer. I'm an exotic dancer. I was paid to do this. I'm not gonna say I was just sitting at home and the orange got up there. I refuse."
Look, my facial expression would tell it all too. I'd be like,
"Oh my God, right."
What the hell?
You guys get him into the ambulance. He probably had to get on his stomach. Yep. We propped the guy up on pillows and he had the nerve to be angry.
And you know, you be wanting to laugh. You be wanting to laugh and make jokes and say stuff out of you.
I laughed. Once he was that nasty, I said, "Oh no, I want you to know that I'm laughing." So I was closing the curtain and just a grin away.
And some of them know it. Some of them knew you was gonna laugh anyway. Yeah. I can't wait to get around the corner. Just say, can you believe that? What the heck?
Oh my goodness. So I know that man is somewhere to this day missing. He missing the whole rim.
That's what I was wondering. Did they sew it back on? Or he's
still? No, that rim is gone. That rim had to be. It was so tattered up when it got to the lab. You know what it looked? It looked like calamari. You know, like fried calamari, like the little. That's what it looked like.
Dude, don't be doing that no more.
Well, if he did, at least he ain't got no problems getting in there because they ain't holding up. Hey, Fifi. With the tentacles.
Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. How you doing? I can't type in the chat.
Your appointment is next Friday? It's next Friday, right?
This Friday.
Oh, this Friday coming. Okay.
I think, yeah. How you been feeling?
Still thinking about you, Fifi.
I look like a can of beer.
Okay, right.
With the rim.
Oh my God. That's exactly what it looks like right now. Booty.
Diamond, you stop it.
Timing ain't no good. Oh my God.
Y'all talking about trapped in the boot. Yes. Yeah. All kinds of stuff in there. A treasure box.
This Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about you, Fifi. I've been thinking about you.
Yeah, me too. So you feeling okay? Or you have some pain? That's for B-Town. Treasure box. Yeah, it's a treasure box.
That's a treasure box, all right.
It sure is.
That's more like a Pandora box. You never know.
Yep. Yeah, B-Town was talking about she was hurting.
Yeah.
So I say, go on and take your butt to the doctor. I ain't no use waiting around.
Yeah, you can't mess around like that. You really, especially when you're sick. I hope she feels better. She said it was in her chest, right?
No, it was in her where her leg, where her stomach is, where the crease of your leg.
Oh,
somewhere in that area.
Oh, that's not good.
Now the putting fork in. He did. Oh no, for me that's good.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Chupa, you can leave us.
Okay, girl, you have a great night. Okay, thank you for coming by.
Yeah. Have a ball. You worked in the ER 28 years. You saw that a couple times. See,
I'm the
I
crazy.
don't know why those people. why they sit there and do that and know it might get sucked in.
I'm telling you. I go to the hospital. As crazy as that sounds, I'll probably die because I'll be sitting there all night trying to figure.
I know it. I'll be like, oh Lord, what they gonna say? They're gonna be looking
Right.
all kinds of stuff, asking me questions. Why did you do it?
And thank God for the internet now, right? We'll be Googling, how do you get X, Y, and Z? I bet you we YouTube that stuff later. They'll have videos. How to get this.
Oh, back on that. Now I can't. Back on. Because I couldn't.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that happen in the ER that are comical. Because when I watch TV where they talk about the situations that happen in the ER and their real life situation, some of the doctors, the smirks on their faces, they got to try to keep a straight face, and what people do for an orgasm or a dare, you put a up your booty hole. That hamster's gonna try to eat his way through.
That girl fell.
That hamster's gonna try to eat his way through. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's trying to get out and he's chewing on whatever reason that's in front of him.
Yeah. And that stripper did fall from that 15-foot pole. It was in Dallas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Somebody in Dallas. And I think she cracked her teeth. I think she
bone over.
Yeah, she had some ribs broke, a couple of ribs broke. Then you think 15 feet? And ain't no way I'll be up there.
So I guess everything else is messed up except her hip.
And she had some other stuff, but it cracked her teeth. She had 2 broken ribs, I think it was. So a popular pastor who came in the ER, they had to wait a minute. They had to get muscle. Huh? Which muscle? Why don't you say y'all wrong? Muscle crack in the booty? Why? I guess it would do the same thing as ours would do.
Fifi, you know you ain't right. You ain't right, Fifi.
Oh my goodness! See, they do crazy stuff too.
I'm gonna tell you something really funny, okay? I know we got all off the subject, but it's after 11's twilight now. We could talk this. I was reading on on the strangest things that happen, and this man cheated on his wife with another man. Seriously, with another man. So he kept denying it. So what she did was she put crazy glue in the lubricating cream, like the KY jelly cream.
Yeah.
And when he went to use it, and he got stuck. He literally got stuck in the man, and it was somewhere in Haiti or Africa, and they literally had a blanket with the guy, and they trying to take him out, and he's screaming. Not only is he embarrassed, can you imagine how painful that was to walk with a person behind you that's stuck? And they had to put him in the police car. In the meantime, his wife was beating the shit out of him the whole time while it was there. It serves him right for cheating on her. She put crazy glue in the lubrication.
Oh my goodness.
That's what he gets.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
I was like, oh my God.
Oh hell no.
Because people don't get stuck. You know, you don't get stuck.
Like a dog.
You may get torn. You might get torn up, but you're not gonna get stuck.
Right.
And he got stuck like a dog. Oh yes, he did. Behind crazy glue in the lube. She put crazy glue in the lube. He could not deny it then. After that,
He said foreign women are dangerous.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, his wife got tired of him lying, you know, and
I can't even imagine that. You can't even
how
get to the house.
is he going to explain that?
I can get that off. Like, ooh.
How was he able to explain that? He was lying to his wife that he wasn't fooling around on her with another man, but that she put that in the lube.
You know, they don't take too kindly to stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not like the freedom we have here. Oh, can you imagine?
Right. And in Haiti and Africa, they don't take too keen to not so much as female, but male homosexuality. They don't take too kind to that.
And you know,
they'll accept female more than male, and yeah, that was like the whole village was like throwing rocks at them and everything.
Gee.
I was like, oh my God.
Gee. Yeah, that ain't no way you gonna get out of that one.
You can get stuck due to the muscle. Get stuck. I thought you could pull in and pull out. Hey, look, I guess so, because if you are constipated and you can get a turd stuck in you, I guess you can get a penis too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. That's just that's horrible. Oh my goodness. Nadia, did you freeze? That is just horrible. You froze.
Is she froze?
Yeah, because she's not even talking.
I thought she was reading something. Do you know that girl got $15,000 in 15 minutes? She asked for 20. Tell me the stripper that fell off the 15-foot pole. Wow. She got $15,000. $15,000 or 15,000 subscribers. I thought you were talking about dollars. Nadia's her MacBook died. I guess we've been on here longer. Her charger.
Nadia, you know you're supposed to have that plugged up while you're talking. Like now, I got my phone plugged up while I'm talking, or else I wouldn't be. I got an Android. It would die quick.
Mm-hmm.
So she got $15,000, and she asked for 20. What is 15,000? What are you talking as far as money goes? What?
Oh, $15,000?
I don't know. Let me see what she's saying.
Fifi said after a while I wouldn't go look. 15,000. She said $15,000. Gee. And she wanted 20. Go and get a woman 20. She done fell for that far up on that pole.
It must have been a dare. It must have been a dare.
Well, you think? You think it was a dare? Or do they go up that far on those poles? That far, 15 feet. That I ain't never seen a pole that high. And you know that they be dancing on. I didn't know they're that tall.
Well, if she could climb up to the top, she could always fall down. It's just that she lost her balance. That's what happened. Because being that high up, the wind and everything, you know? But that's like, wow.
Yeah,
Sorry to see that you're not able to come back on, Nadia. What about your phone?
that pain worth more than 15,000. I know that's right. Cause yeah,
Yeah. She could have killed herself for one.
yeah,
She done broke some bones, her crack. She might not be able to go on a pole again.
mhm,
And $15,000 might be all the medical.
yeah. And then
I mean, yeah, medical bill right there.
to get our teeth fixed, and that's gonna cost us some money to get two.
Yeah, depending. Yeah, that's a good could be up to $5,000 to get her teeth fixed.
Mm-hmm. She can sue pole owners. I know I would. Whoever made
How
them, they're gonna say,
the pole on it? She had no business going up 15 freaking feet. That pole was what made for a flag or not for humans?
I,
That was made for a flag, not for no damn human.
I have never seen a pole. I didn't that tall. For I ain't never seen
What
it
she's trying to do the Guinness Book of Records? Who could do it? You know
probably. Yeah,
that's crazy.
she gonna feel that
That's
pain.
crazy. She is feeling that pain. From
Mhm.
head to toe, she gonna be a junkie by the time all this is over. She gonna be a drug addict.
I'm trying.
All that medication she gonna need to not feel that. You got to be kidding me.
Yep. It's 5,000 for them teeth just to get fixed. Just two.
Easy. Shoot, for a plate of your top teeth is a good what, $1,500 to $1,600. When I got my partials, it cost me $1,500 for the top and $1,500 for the bottom, and all it was 4 teeth from the top and and 3 at the bottom. They both cost me $1,500. That was $3,000 for a partial.
Yep.
And that was what? That was like before I got cancer. So I could imagine how much that stuff is now.
Not.
That's like 8, 9 years ago. That's a lot of money.
Uh, hold on.
Unless you go to the school of dentistry, then you get a student to make your teeth, you know. But
Mm,
yeah,
I need the link. Okay, Nadia. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this.
you gonna let her back in?
Yeah, I have to send it. Let me see if I can send it through
Send her the link.
email. I can't do it through the chat. Hold on.
Believe it or not, you know we got skunks right now. My house is lit up right now.
Oh, really?
Skunk. All I smell is skunk. The house is lit up. He must be under the crawl space. Poof.
That's not her. What is her email address?
Yeah, if you want NYW, if you want quality and not look like no doggone horse, you know. And then it depends if she gets implants. If she gets implants, that's something else, you know. So it costs money. It definitely costs money. And then you got to make sure they don't have you looking like no damn horse, be grinning, looking like Mr. Ed and whatnot. Yeah. But I hope you guys, I did it was no more than an hour. I was on earlier today talking about Rickety James, that he's being sued $50 million of his estate for a rape that allegedly took place in 1979. 41 years ago. She was 15 years old. Now she's like 55.
Not.
How are you gonna pay? How are you gonna get them from a dead man? I want to see how they're gonna do this.
Okay. Okay. Tell her hold on. Tell her I got to get her. I have to email it to her because of this fishing or whatever that is. Essentially.
My great grandson, believe it or not, he got school tomorrow, and he's still up here looking at King Kong, the
Oh my,
real King Kong. Yeah, the
what's,
real King Kong.
what is talking about? It's not recognized. Please make sure all the addresses are properly formed. Okay, let me relook it. This says
If you
not.
scroll up, you can't see the link.
Well, I can't put it in the chat because it won't let me do anything for the chat. Nadia is yours.
Let me see if I could see it. If I could see it, then try scrolling up and see if you see it. Because that's how I was able to get back in.
Oh yeah, she can if she'll go up, stroll up, she'll see the link.
Maybe she would. I don't see it anymore because after so many, and it drops down, it disappears. I don't see it anymore.
Okay, tell her hold tight. Let me get it.
She hears you. I'm sure she hears you.
Oh, okay.
Just copy and paste.
Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. Okay, tell. I sent.
Is it in there? Because I don't see it.
No, I emailed it to her because I can't. Tell her.
I got you.
Check her email.
She should be able to hear you. It's just that we can't hear her.
You forget.
Yeah. But yeah, when I reach, I'm at 4. I think I'm at 470 now. So when I reach at maybe 515, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and I want her soap to be the giveaway.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice to be the giveaway.
I may have to try to do that too.
But I'm not gonna make the 1,000 by the 20th. I already accepted that, so it is what it is.
You said by the 20th. What's the 20th?
Yeah, the 20th of this month is where allegedly that YouTube goes up on their numbers. Instead of it being 1,000 subs, it'll be 4,000. Instead of it being 4,000 watch hours, gonna go up to 10. So it is what it is.
I don't know if I believe that. 10,000.
When I read it, I didn't receive it that way, but whatever.
Because some other content creators said the same thing. They was like, I don't know if I believe that. That's a jump. 10,000? Who gonna get to 10,000 watch hours? That's
it's like what God has for me, He has for me, and that's it. You know.
Good night, 10 Veils. I didn't even know you was in here.
Who?
10 Veils. I didn't even
I guess
right there.
I'm not seeing him. I probably will have to see him if I went in the chat, but I hate the dentist. Everybody hates the dentist. When you get dentist, you think of pain and money.
Yeah.
10 Veils, good night. Good night, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's 10 Veils. I didn't even know they was in here. Where's Love Lake? I just came in and said, hi. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, there's some whores in the house.
If she goes live on just regular live on YouTube, she's not going to be able to have people on the stream. It's only her. When she goes live with Yard Stream, she can have up to 5 extra people up on at the same time.
Yeah. Let me see. I was trying to see how to get that off. Where is she at?
She said, I need the link. All right, but the link, you're going to have to check your email, sweetie.
Who said that?
Nadia.
Tell. I emailed it to her. Check her email.
Yeah, you have to check your email, Nadia.
Because I can't do anything with the chat because of that phishing or whatever that's called.
Fishing? What's that?
Is it pronounced phishing? It may not even be pronounced. It's PHISHING.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah.
And that's the. I kept saying I couldn't type anything. It said somebody.
Yeah, but that's what. So how did you get marked as a fisher?
StreamYard. That's why they said they did my they got it where I couldn't. What was it they said? Something about somebody was trying to fish me, I guess.
Oh, and
so
they stopped it.
I guess my service.
That's good. If someone try to fish you, that's not good. So if someone try to fish you, that's not good, and they intervene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legs over there. Love Blake. Nadia. No. Look where the Love Blake. Stank fish stopped hashing her legs over the fire hydrant.
Love like you a mess.
Come on, Nadia.
Nadia, what's going on? Nadia probably went and ate something, went to the refrigerator to eat something. She's not even typing in the chat.
Let's see what's. Oh. Jeez, welcome.
Nehemiah, you okay? You need to go sleep and go night-night. Here it is, 11:38 Eastern Standard Time, and this boy is looking at King Kong.
Red Pill says, there's some horrors in the house. Just name of a video. There's some horrors in the house. Oh, no, who she talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And then she got one that's called, I don't know what's checking. No, I don't want to be friends. Oh, Lord, let me try to see what happened to Nadia. That's why I hate doing sending the app through
email.
Yeah. It takes so much longer.
Just to refresh.
Let's see if she got it. No, I'm crying to something else. I got a guy kicked me in the mouth and cracked my front 2 teeth. Let's see.
When your teeth hurt, or you got a toothache, it controls the mind. It's like a demon in you. I remember I had, when I fractured 2 of my teeth, I literally, in my mind of thinking, was reaching in there and yanking the tooth out my mouth. It hurt me so bad that I was visualizing going in there and snatching that sucker up out of my mouth.
No, tell people ain't nothing like having a toothache. That's almost the pain of having a child.
Oh my God. And then when it starts to hurt, it hurts nonstop. There is no break. No break. And it's like, oh, you start talking to it. And then next thing you know, you're cussing at it. You know? You're like, oh God. Make this girl like this, and you calling it all kinds of names, boy. In my brain, I was reaching in there, my brain, and I literally, there she go. I would
Oh
literally
my
take my
God,
hand
that was
and grab it.
forever.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna put the link.
I can't put it in the I can't do anything in the chat, so I had to
Okay.
email it to you.
See, I hope you guys can see me because my phone is so greasy. I was holding soap.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we see.
Okay. Uh-oh, wait, where am I? Okay, here I am.
We see.
I was cracking up, the next thing you know, it died. I have to get I need to get a new charger because I think my phone is on its way out. But you know those MacBook chargers are expensive. I've been trying to hold out.
But
you can't.
Else. Go ahead.
You don't plug them in and keep it in while you're doing the interview so it doesn't go out.
No, oh trust me, I'm very professional. I had it plugged in, but the charger is old, so I think it's on its way out. So it completely stopped. So I have it plugged in right now, and it's not even charging. So I think it's dead. But I refuse to get a new one. So I was like, oh.
Well, so how you going to charge it?
No, I keep them when I'm on here. I always keep them plugged in so that it doesn't die on me.
Did y'all hear? Tracy's when she was threatening Honey 2.0.
Oh, that's what she was threatening.
Oh, she cussed
I didn't hear it, but
oh, she cussed that woman.
View was the View.
Yeah.
Tam. I heard her video and I was like, oh, what happened? And when I went to go and look, the video's gone.
And this woman is supposed, 60. I'm not far from 60, so I guess I can't say she's old. She may not be old at 60, but she cussed that woman and she done went to Subway telling the woman, let's meet at Subway because she lives in San Antonio. And she was there waiting for the woman. I mean,
Tracy was waiting?
Yeah, she went to Subway or she went somewhere. She was outside the car waiting on. Talking about you say you want me? Here I am. Where you at? But she wasn't nice like that.
Wow.
Every curse word she could possibly use that conversation before she went to Subway. Yeah. She had to take that video down because she called.
I went to go and see it. I didn't see it at all. I said, I guess I'm late to the party.
She went to a random parking lot that wasn't Subway. Oh, okay. So she was gonna do it. She was gonna fight her where nobody could see.
Who wants to go through all of that at 50? I think she's 50, right? Like that's too much.
Yeah, she's hitting on. I think she's 49. But she's too old to be wanting to fight.
She really is.
But she about that life.
Huh?
You might be about that life.
I don't think so. I think she wants to pretend she is, because her what you call it, her subscribers, her chat, that she's bad. And she want to try to prove to them she's bad because she fought two women at a funeral. But girl, she's too old for that.
And that's
at a funeral. She fought someone at a funeral.
Yes, at a funeral.
At a funeral. Oh man. She has no respect for herself or anybody else.
No,
right.
Ain't no way.
At the end of the day, I know I wouldn't want to be known for fighting at no funeral or trying to meet people at Subway. And I wouldn't want to be known for that.
Yeah, even
if you don't have any kind of business, I take it as she's trying to make this YouTube thing her business, right? So, is that what you want to be known as?
Do you?
That's pathetic. That's pathetic.
It really is. To me, it is absolutely.
Oh, she put a whole address in the chat, apartment number and all.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is? You know what that is? NC. NC means no class whatsoever. No class.
Nope.
Yep.
No class. No class. No
Yeah,
class.
they're talking about she got a hammer. I seen her when I was watching the video. She talking
Wait
about
a
I
minute,
got my
Tiana.
hammer.
I know
A hammer?
daggone well she didn't grab no hammer.
Why would you? A hammer? But you got to get close enough to use that hammer. Tracy, didn't we all learn? That's what I was saying when I was saying. Did you not? Did you forget VS went to jail for that mess for fighting?
But what's it that I think Honey is a supporter of
Well,
Sean Bradley.
Yeah, that's why she's. I think that's why she's really after.
Oh my goodness,
my lips so chapped.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely terrible.
Underestimate Tracy.
You would think I mean, it's just YouTube. It's just YouTube. Like nobody should ever.
They got her fired.
That takes you off your rocker.
Oh yeah. You talking about Love Like you talking about when she put that woman's car on flat or scratched the car off or something?
Wait, y'all don't underestimate Tree. Look what she did. Oh. Yeah. I remember I heard about that. I think Fine Babe said that.
She's too old for that. I mean, almost 50 years old, and you doing stuff like that. You want telling people meet you in the parking lot and all that to fight. Too
old.
I work out, and I'm too old to be fighting.
Listen, ain't nobody up here, and I mean ain't a strong ain't nobody up here is gonna soup me up enough to want to fight somebody that I do not know on YouTube at 50 years old. 49, 50, 50, what does it matter? You're too grown for that. And to be walking around with hammers, if that's true, I don't know. I didn't see the video, but if she's walking around with hammers, that's crazy. It's two of you, Miss TR?
I don't know. If it's two of me, it should be two.
Miss TR.
Yeah, I see.
It'll fan itself out.
I think the top one is frozen.
The
bottom one.
The bottom. The top.
Yeah, she's moving in the bottom. Okay. Oh, there she go.
Yeah. Yeah, too old. Mess around, break a hip. Yeah, for real.
Mess around, break a hip, then what?
I wouldn't want to be known for that.
Oh, no, me either.
Honestly, if it was me and somebody messing with me, I would have done stuff. I would have a stunt done.
If you're trying to
I would have a stunt done in my pocket.
Because outside of that beef, what kind of content do some people have? That's
none.
The thing.
None. You know what, ladies? You know what?
For that. I really wouldn't.
You know what, ladies? Because of the beef factor.
Nobody should get you to a point where you want to start meeting them outside. Because you call somebody bluff and they could have a gun. You don't know. You don't know.
You know what? With the beef sector, they have to come up. It's like they have to come. They have to go lower.
Right.
They have to keep that lower and lower to keep their attention.
I know I wouldn't be doing that. I mean, unless it has to be something really crazy and involving my children, I think. Like, I wouldn't. I don't know. That's just too much.
But they have to go lower in order to. Because it gets old after a while, so they have to.
But I heard Pam, View is a View, talking about it earlier. She was like, she hit on so many, like, you know, things, and she was so right. Like, it's like, at what point is enough? And I was like, what is she talking about? And I was just listening, and then I said, oh no. And she was saying that Tracy was like out looking for somebody, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I wanted to go see exactly what she was talking about.
She probably really wasn't out. She probably just went to a
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's too crazy.
I'm so upset. I'm gonna have to get a new charger.
You're gonna have to.
Like $70.
Is it really that much?
Is that for your MacBook?
Yeah, I really don't want to have to buy another charger. I am so cheap with these chargers.
Well, you know what?
It's an Apple
Nadia,
charger, and it's like $75.
Nadia, you have to get insurance on it.
Because I need my MacBook.
You have to get insurance on it, Nadia.
She said something, Nadia. I can't understand.
Diamond said, for all we really know, Tracy was in her own parking lot.
Probably was. I told you
with the
she was bluffing. I told you she was bluffing. Nadia, as far as you're on charger, you have to get insurance on it. Did you hear me?
Oh, Teacup, they saying someone trying to catfish you.
They trying to catfish me?
Yeah.
How are they trying to catfish me?
That's what you said, fishing.
Well, catfishing is different from fishing. So you mean catfishing or fishing, Love Blake? Because if they're trying to catfish me, I don't know nothing about it because ain't nobody tried to go out with me. No, the last time somebody tried to
hold
hit
on
on
1
me.
second.
What you laughing at? What you laughing at, Nadia?
You said catfish and the fish, like, which one?
Because the last person tried to catfish me was Chopper.
Oh,
he tried to catfish me.
Terrible.
He got caught.
Really did? He tried to?
Yeah. Had this woman that would come in my chat. It was 2 women that come in my chat every night and was, chatting with me, flirting with me, and I'm just, just talking, being nice or whatever. And it was him.
Ooh, terrible.
Look, her name was Helen Willis. You know what who Helen Willis is, don't you?
Yeah, from
the one off what is she off to Jefferson?
Jefferson, yeah, that's a good time. Jefferson, she
Yeah,
was an interracial couple upstairs. That's the name he used?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, terrible.
He got busted. It didn't work out for him. He got busted.
Terrible. Oh my gosh. So D-Cop, D-Cop. Love Blake, they're trying again. Well, at least you got a heads up, D-Cop, and This is terrible.
Love Blake, are they trying to catfish me? Oh, you said that.
D-Cop know what's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh my goodness.
So he had nerve trying to dislike me, and every time I'd be like, "You the one trying to catfish me? What are you talking about? I did nothing to you.
Right.
You trying to catfish me, playing them games like you did Jay Wilson, catfish him. You think that's funny? Yeah. You end up and get whooped playing them games. Yeah, he catfish me. Yeah. I was like, whoa. He thought he was gonna get away with it too. Whoa. I guess he thought he was gonna get some information from me.
Right.
I ain't desperate. I'm not desperate. I'm alone because I want to be, not because I have to be.
Terrible.
Yeah, he sure did try. It's all fun and games until it's time to meet in person.
Until it's time to meet. Yep, that's so true, Simply.
And she out there in the parking lot.
You got a hammer in here, but I don't know where I'm from. You better know how to use that hammer because somebody gonna get you.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting me waving no hammer in somebody's face.
But you got to get close enough to use that
You
hammer.
got to get close enough, right?
Yeah. If they got a gun,
and at that point, they fight for their lives too. Like that's just too much. We're too
hey,
old for
like
that.
with the horses. Yeah. Oh, the chopper tried to catfish me a while back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You.
Low Blake said somebody was trying to catfish me too.
Oh my goodness.
I think she was talking about that other fishing. Yeah, they sure was.
I hope so. So the catfishing. I ain't got time for that.
I was gonna say, because if they trying to catfish me, ain't nobody contacting me. He's trying to do it without me.
Right.
What do you say? No internet connection hookup. Sure. Well, that's how I met D. I had a personal ad on Yahoo back when I was. That's how I met her.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure did.
You met her on a dating site? You met your wife on a dating site?
Yes.
Well, okay, people in person too.
But and people say, "Well, that's dangerous," and yeah, it could be. But I mean, I carry guns, so I ain't scared.
Yeah, that's true. You're in the South. Yeah.
My brother met his wife on Facebook.
Jersey,
oh, really? Oh, see.
My brother met his wife on Facebook. And now they live in he lives in Patterson. He moved to my sister in Texas.
Really nice people though. You really could. See, I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be my luck.
She lived in Dallas, I think. Dallas, Texas, and he met her.
At work.
Oh, he met in Dallas?
Yeah, his wife. No. My brother met his wife on Facebook and he lives in Dallas.
See her talking?
Yeah, I'm talking. You can't hear me?
Oh, you can hear me?
You can't hear me?
Wait, Miss TR speaking to us or she has us on mute?
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, she's on mute.
No, I'm not.
Oh, she's talking to us.
I wondered. The whole time she been talking, she didn't know you was talking.
Oh no!
I kept saying something. No.
What?
You were ignoring me.
I can't hear you at all.
All right, I'm gonna come back.
Dumb girl, you say my walk is intimidating. Yeah, it is. I was wondering, I was like, can you
quiet, right?
No, I said, can I hear her?
No. You can hear her?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me now?
All I saw was like mouth moving.
Can you hear me now? No?
Now I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. Yes, I was talking to you for the past half hour. I'm like, why aren't they listening to what I'm saying?
I could hear you, but
and I thought I saw your mouth move. I said she has us on mute. I'm thinking we're on mute because she's talking to her great grandson.
No.
Then I was saying she's talking to him for a long time. I was like, wait, maybe she's just quiet. Wait,
no.
And then the banner, Miss TR, is right across your mouth.
They were looking at my going. Yeah, I guess that's
your
it.
whole mouth.
Yeah, they.
So if you were moving your lips, it's just the banner.
Okay. I was like, why are you over talking me like you don't hear me? What's going on here? I'm talking.
I heard.
I was asking you questions. Nadia, I said regarding your charger. I said when you get a new charger, what you need to do is take insurance out on it. So if something goes wrong, they replace it.
The charger.
Maybe you're right. Because this one I've had this one now for like 4 years.
Yeah, honey. You you tell me it ain't working right, and then they give you a new one.
Yeah, that's what I need to do because these things are expensive. It's expensive.
It sure is.
and I wouldn't wait until it breaks. It's like I get another one before it's time for the warranty to wear off. I tell them it ain't working right, and you do it over the phone,
Wait.
and
So
then they
do you
turn around
have
and
to do
send you
that
another
all
one.
the time?
Huh?
Gosh. So why I couldn't hear her? It was
I kept going like, can I was wondering if Nadia could hear her because both of y'all talking at the same
it
time.
was like
She
this,
kept
Miss
trying to
TR.
talk and
It
you
was like this. And then the banner
I
was
was like,
rolling.
I was ready to log out. I was like, forget it. They ain't listening to me. And I was ready to log out. See, everybody else heard me but you two. Yeah, I was like, why are they ignoring me? Like,
no,
I'm
I
not
could
even
hear you.
here.
I could
I
hear
couldn't
you.
hear my favorite person. I couldn't hear. All I could see is, and you have the wire close to your mouth. So I said, okay, she's on mute. And she's talking to, she thought she's talking to her great grandbaby. So I just kept going and going and going.
Oh yeah. I was laughing. I just kept looking. I was like, can she
Not a thing.
that boy going? Yeah.
Girl, my wig even pushed up. Look at my wig. It's gonna be looking like a dome after a while. It's gonna be all pumped up like a
Well, it's
dome
not
after
looking
a
like no
while.
mountaintop like some people. It's looking like some mountaintop now. It's looking good. It's flat. Not like a mountaintop.
You know, you could tell it's sliding back. You could tell it's sliding back. It's sliding back. After a while, you're gonna see the stocking cap and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's cute. It looks so good on you. It's cute.
you should have.
You know,
You know
Miss
what
CR
you
is
should.
going live tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna write in tomorrow. You know what, Nadia? While you're talking to us, you should be parting and doing your little and do your beat with it. Your little twist knots for your hair. You
Oh,
Do
should
you
be
have to
that's
do
doing
that
your
yeah.
every
hair
I
night?
gotta
now.
go in
Do
and
you do that
part
every
it.
night?
Yeah, that's a process. But I usually just it's something simple. Like I'll take like this is even too much. I'll take like a piece like this and I'll just keep twisting and twisting and twisting. Because I'm telling you, I'm tender headed. You know I can't take a cold.
Oh,
So
and
I'll do like
Well,
that.
that's what you should be doing while you're talking to us.
No, I will not be looking like this on screen.
no,
Can you
NYW,
imagine
you
something
say,
like this
you said,
throughout
wow, that's
my life?
nice,
Uh-oh.
but I am
It says
suspect
us.
of folks dropping in the
Oh
DMs.
no. Okay. You see that? It
Well,
could be my whole head. I'm not gonna look like this.
that's a fact.
But
I
that's what I
don't know,
do.
but back when Yahoo Personals, I don't know. I just wrote this huge paragraph of stuff I don't want to deal with people, the type of women I don't want to be bothered with, blah blah blah. It was pretty long, and I had some people cursing me out because I I had two girlfriends that were bipolar, and I put up with that.
Oh gosh.
I just said I'm not dogging out anybody for mental illness, but I have
You know
had
what?
my share, and I don't.
Bipolar.
If you have bipolar, schizophrenic, depression, please just don't respond because I don't need no more. I've had my time of that,
Right.
and so they was like, you shouldn't be saying that. Yes, I should. I almost went to jail as a police
Oh.
officer with some bipolar women. Yeah, I was like, no, no. I don't
Oh
want.
my goodness.
And so B said she responded and she was like, she said, sister, you seem like you're an angry black woman. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm not angry. I say I just know what I want. I know what I put up with. I know what I'm not going to put up with, and that just happened to be something I don't want because I've dealt with those people, those women,
Wow.
and she was like, "Well, you sound like you need to go and have a cup of coffee with me." She said,
Aww.
or mixed drink if you drink. I don't know if you drink I was like,
I would have went straight
like,
for the
Oh,
list.
and that
List.
and that and that line worked, huh?
yeah.
And she later on became your wife.
Right. Hello.
I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting here just going to try to meet this woman. It was like that weekend.
Aw.
And she said, well, where do you want to go? What do you like? I said, oh, well, my favorite place is Papacitas. And she's like, oh, okay, we can go there. So
Oh wow.
both of us didn't know what each one was thinking. But I had said to myself, I said, I'm going to go early so I can watch and try to see if I can figure out which one is her. And if she's dog ugly, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive off.
No.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Oh, D-Cop, that is right.
But she said the same thing about
Oh,
me.
yes, that is right. Oh, yes, that is right.
She said
Yes,
the,
and she was picking.
she said the same thing about me. She's told me she had said the same thing. She said, I'm gonna take a look. If she is ugly, she said, I'm gonna just make a U-turn and I'm gonna go right back to my truck and drive off. And I told her I had said the same thing. But we got in there. We started. We was drinking Long Island iced teas, and we ordered food. We didn't even touch our food. She had me laughing, and everybody that know me know I don't laugh easily. And she had me laughing so much, my face was just killing me from smiling and laughing. My stomach, I was like, please, please.
That's how you know.
And
you had good chemistry.
yeah. After that, it's like I've seen her every day. Every day.
Aww.
She'll bring me something, bring me. She go out of town, she'll bring me a piece of jewelry back. She brought me a diamond bracelet first time she went out.
She wined and dined you, huh? Woo, suck it.
Wow.
And after we got married, she said, I should have just, I don't know why I don't know why I married you when I could have got the milk free. And I said, no.
Oh, she was shady.
Now, D-Cop, did you propose to her or she proposed to you?
She proposed to me.
Oh, I know that's right. Yeah. Wow.
And I think I told someone about that cake, the cake that we had placed order for the cake.
Okay.
So you had a big wedding?
It wasn't a lot of people, but it was just our closest family and friends. But
that's how I did it.
She brought this. It was really small. Ordered this cake. It was the day of that she went to pick up, and we was decorating and everything because we had it at the house.
Okay.
She went and got that cake, and we opened that cake when she got to the house. That cake was so ugly. It wasn't even ours. They gave somebody else's cake. The cake was what you call it? The Hispanic people have them for the girls at 16.
I know what you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was it? Quesadilla or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, that cake was so ugly. It was white. It had great big red roses around it. Great big roses. Red ones.
It was gaudy.
It was ugly. And it had.
So what did you do?
We couldn't do nothing. We couldn't do nothing. It was time for the wedding. Huh?
You just kept the show going. You just kept it going.
She was mad and wanted to tell me I'd go back up there and cause a scene. I say, what is that gonna do? They gave our cake to somebody else, and we got their ugly cake.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Big green leaves all on it.
Your family was looking like, what the hell is this? But okay.
She was like, wait a minute.
Say nothing to you didn't hurt your feelings. She probably was like, okay.
Nah, because she told them. She wanted to let them know that she's like, She said, they gave us somebody else's cake and our cake was there. Oh, yeah, that whatever, Cincinnati. Yeah, that was what it was. I was like, That's the
God.
ugliest cake I ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
let me see what the
It
chat
was
says.
ugly. Who? Oh yeah, somebody come in. Sincerely, VS. VS made a play for D Cop.
Ooh.
Did y'all see the interview when she interviewed me?
Oh, I
VS.
watched that. I was
You
there
watched
for
it?
it.
I was just red. I didn't know what to say. She took that wig, put it on her head, and then gonna ask
Uh-huh.
me. And I was like, I was stuttering. I was just, I didn't know what to say.
Oh
She
my
told me,
goodness. Yeah, I remember that.
do you think
That
you
was a
can
funny
handle me?
interview though. That was fun.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that on your platform or her platform?
That was on
on her.
hers. Yep.
So that means I'm
I
not going to
remember
be
the
able to look
teacup
it up.
popped up.
I'm not going to be able to look it up then if it's because her counts are
Oh,
down.
oh yeah.
Is
Is
it
that?
now?
Is it
Yes,
still
her
down?
accounts are closed. Yeah, her accounts are closed.
Oh,
She can't be
Oh,
on the
that's right.
internet. No, yeah. She can't be on the internet anymore.
oh yeah.
That's right. I forgot they are
Like I
closed.
said,
Everything was shut down.
I saw that interview, but I forgot that part. Yeah, I was just, I
Yeah,
mean,
I love that interview.
I
It was fun.
stuttered
She
through
even
it.
started flirting a little bit with it. Was funny.
Yeah,
It was funny.
I was like, what the heck?
She said, "Oh, you a retired cop." And she just looked back. I said, "Uh-oh." I said, "Uh-oh."
Oh,
Get back, Satan.
I
Get
couldn't,
back.
yeah, I couldn't wait to get out there. I didn't know what to say. I didn't.
Well, you know what,
But she
Decop,
was
you are
nice.
a
She
good
was
look.
respectful.
Yeah, Decop, you are a good looking woman. So you know
Yeah.
it you shouldn't be shocked. You know, but
I'm,
you like
Right.
me. Some guys be trying to look at me. I be like, and I don't know because you know I'm a big girl, so it's always those little nanos, those little nanos. You know, the little tiny guy. So, ooh, mommy, the little skinny ones. You know, the little skinny ones like them big
Yeah.
girls. You know, and I be like, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. I ain't thinking about no guy. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I got enough on my plate dealing with my daughter, my grandchildren, my great grandson. Life. Get out of here. Somebody I walk down the street, they see all this booty, and they be like, "Ooh, mommy." I be like, "Ew, get out of here, get out of here." I give them the
Oh,
funkiest look.
all this booty.
All they see is booty, and they be like, "Ooh, mommy." And the young guys too. I be like, "Ew,
And he's super
mommy,
aggressive
ew,
with it.
mommy." You don't think I can handle it? I said, "No, you cannot. No, you can't. No, you can't handle not all this. No, you can't. No, you can't. You
The
be
Sierra
throwing
said,
me
"No,
out
you cannot."
quick. No, they can't.
damn,
They
what is
can't.
Richie King?
I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Don't let this old lady fool you, okay?
I know
I'm horrible.
you're not old.
Oh, you
Oh
say
my
next
You
year
let
goodness.
this
it's
old
gonna
lady
be that.
fool you. Oh, please. Are you
She
kidding
just said
me?
all this booty.
Shoot. They be grinning at me and I'll be asking them to be putting gerbils up their ass too. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm only
My
kidding. I'm
goodness.
only kidding. I'm only kidding.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no, they don't want none of this.
The lychee cake.
They'll end up getting hooked,
Ooh.
and next thing I know, I got a stalker.
The
Hell
lychee.
no.
I like the lychee drink, the martini.
I don't drink at
You don't
all
like
because
this
I
one? Yeah,
can't.
she seemed like she had a good sense of humor.
oh yeah,
Who?
Yeah.
yeah. My wife, she's hilarious. But
What was
she
her name?
Bertha,
Martha.
no
Okay.
Bertha, B
Spell it.
Okay.
Bertha.
Wait, hold
Oh,
on one
Bertha.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Bertha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How long were you still married?
My anniversary was February 14th, uh,
Oh, you got
2007.
married.
I be hearing some sounds. I thought it could be the killer
For
in there if I had an
start,
anniversary.
Huh?
today, how many years it would have been today?
14.
Oh,
14
since you've
years.
been
Okay.
married?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, she still is married to her. Her heart is still
Oh,
married to her. So she's still married.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why
yeah.
I said how many to today because her heart is still married to her.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
no, okay, she spelled it right. It's Quinceanera, something like that. Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she sounds funny.
yeah,
She
she
sounds
is.
she was really funny.
She's so much.
But I'm with her on that one. I would have said, hold up. We need to take this cake back. They're gonna
Yeah.
give me
Well, you
this
know,
cake and my money.
Yeah, but look, it wasn't gonna be no cake. No cake.
That's true.
I still would have, decop. I still would have told them that what they did, and they would have had to charge me
Yeah.
nothing for that cake.
Oh,
You,
I think she went back and she was like, "Do you know my wife was crying because her cake wasn't right?" It's like, doggone well, I wasn't crying.
Oh, Jay
you should have
Wilson
took a
live.
picture of it
He
and
wants
said,
this
"Look, this
cake
is
right
what.
now.
Look at me. You know I'm getting tired. Look what I'm doing."
Oh, Missy had a wig and sliding to the left. Okay. You look like
You know I'm getting
you
tired.
remember
Look what I'm doing.
When Tina Turner had her wig, she had the short wig on, she got mad light. She turned that wig around,
Look
flipped
at
it
it.
to the side. She
I
was like,
told you it's gonna be a dome sitting up there like this.
oh my goodness.
Look at me.
It
Look at
was
this.
so
Look at
hilarious.
this.
It was so fun.
Look at this. This is
I
normal.
had the best night ever. It was so much fun. I
Yeah,
had a really good time with you guys.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
What they say? Jay Wilson got two hammers. I thought I seen him with two hammers in
He
his
had
hand.
two hammers in his hand.
Yeah, messing with Tracy, because she's the hammer queen. And that hammer
And
ain't
the
that
thing
big,
is,
that
they cheer
small.
her on like it's funny, but they're not laughing with you. They're laughing
They're
at
laughing
you.
at you. Because anybody that go to a fight with a hammer and don't know what the
Yeah.
other person have, that's
It's
crazy.
people like that. I don't drop down in those chats. You'll never see me in those chats. I don't
With
drop
people
down.
like them, all you need is a stun gun. And that's it. Put it on one of those. What do you call it? These sticks. Put it on one. A selfie stick. And
Yeah, I don't know why they do
It
that.
might lay the wig flat.
Well,
You
I
never
see,
know.
yeah.
people, I see some
I saw you did with the yes. That was the first time I was made aware of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I've been watching. I don't know when I started. What I started watching you. You used to do lives
Workout.
out on your porch.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I did
You
that.
used to sit outside. I remember you used to sit outside, and I could never. I don't know why my eye automatically corrected your name, so I would say DC cop.
Everybody,
He's a police officer in DC area. I
everybody
kept
say
saying it
that.
over and over. So one day when you said Dallas, I was like, well, why is she gonna call herself DC cop if she's not even in DC? Then I said, Nadia, you dummy. D stands for Dallas. I said, Lord.
Everybody, as soon as they look at it, they really don't
Their
read
eye
it. They see
auto-corrected. DC
DC and
cop.
they call me DC cop.
Yep.
I just had to tell baby and kids
The same thing.
yesterday. Same thing.
And Joy be the difference clothing.
Oh,
She said she was in her live and she said, all right, you guys, we're gonna go to DC cop live, and I wrote Dallas cop.
and VS called me DC cop.
Oh really?
you know what? I think
I don't know.
you know how you look at something and you know what it says, but because somebody says something else, you just call it that way.
Right.
That's what my eyes and my brain said D cop, but because I hear everybody else say DC, DC cop, that's why I say. But Tita Talks is on live right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna go check her out and then take off this wig. It's all wet now for me, sweating and everything. And look at this. Look at this. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Not only that, we've been on here. We've been on here for 3 hours and almost 24 minutes.
Yep. That's a
Uh,
long time.
now when you
But
say
we had a good
BS,
time though. We had a great time.
yeah,
I
we did.
can't wait for your. What time is your live tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It depends on. I sit there and look how late it is, and I'm not asleep yet. So it might be.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be before Nehemiah comes home from school.
Okay.
Yeah, damn.
So it might be at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah,
Cause
I
I
think
only like
D-Hop
it
was
for an
stuttering
hour,
and
hour and a
everything.
half. And I hope you make it on time too,
What time?
G-Cup.
What time is it?
1 o'clock, but which is 12 o'clock your time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, BS had me shook.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to
That was
say.
so.
I didn't
I
know what to
thought
say.
it was so cute because I said, "Wait," I was watching and I said, "Wait, is Diaz flirting?" And then I said, "Oh, she flirting with her." And the flirting got a little stronger. And D-Cop started stuttering. I said, "Lord have mercy, she's flirting with the devil." She's flirting with the devil.
I was like, man, it's been so long since somebody flirted with me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say.
Right.
My whole face was just red. I couldn't wait to get out of
She
there.
wasn't malicious.
No, but she wouldn't have been a good girlfriend
Yeah.
either. So I'm glad it
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
happen.
You know that. Look what she did to QI.
Yeah.
No, poor QI. Oh my God, she's a devil. She's a devil, not in disguise. Because when a person tells you who they are, you believe them.
You better
She
believe
said
them.
she said she's a she god cult, and that's exactly what she was. A
Right.
she god cult. So you believe people. Maya Angelou said, when people tell you who they are, believe them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You hear it coming from them, believe them. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna go check out Tita Talks. Take this
Me
wig
too.
off.
That's where I'm
Let's
going.
just
Tina Talks.
let's to you, ladies.
All
Bye bye.
right. Thank
All
you
right,
guys. I
y'all.
had a
Hey,
great time
thank y'all
tonight.
for
Thank you,
coming.
Teacup.
All my people in the chat. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, ciao everyone.
Bye.
Go
Night.
everybody go to Tita Talks now.
Yes.
Oh, she's live now. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all. See, damn thing don't want to let me in. Well, good night, Damon. Good night, NYW. Maybe I'll see y'all around somewhere. Good night, language of horses. And I can't get off of here. Having trouble. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting off. It's crazy. I didn't think I was gonna have any problem getting off. Probably taking that to one place. You never know what's up on the nest. That's right. Let's see here. My goodness. Okay, enjoy this.